starting my introduction post-its. Yes. That looks good. And then doing the Discord one. That looks good. Alright, so who would like to give the recap for inspiration?
I shall.
But it's not extra sad that you lost two of your best crew members.
Captain's log. 30th of Dundari. Sad sigh. Types right sad sigh. After slaying the beast, we went to loot its lair. The sense of adventure and thirst for more booty. We pushed on southwards, deeper into the ruin, where we end up facing Naha and Reef Claws and about 4 Gwendolyn's. We fought our best, but we first made Luca and the other one were felled by those vicious crustaceans. Grabbed by the waists, I've been dragged by my quartermaster out of that death trap. And we were able to make it back with the ship and what loot we were able to gather. Now, injured, tired, morale down, we limp our way back to port to count our winnings and grieve our losses.
Alright, very good. You have earned your inspiration. As indeed, our party sail back to New Cathon. Defeated in their hunt for treasure, we go to the world map, which I am. Ah, there it is. I named it 01, so it'll always be at the top. Alright. Let's see here. As you guys begin your sailing back towards New Cathon, your ship heavily damaged from the serpent fight, it is, well, important question to have. Slow, medium, or fast pace?
Where are we?
There you go.
Okay, I see. Slow, medium, fast. How far is it from the sun? 45 hexagons? Whatever.
About times 5 that for miles then.
So far.
So about 225.
So 225. And where's our ship?
Oh, wait. 45. You guys are 45 miles. It's not 45 hexagons. It's 45 miles.
Hexagons.
No, the X hexagon is 5 miles. So if you move your token 5, it has a number of miles. That's what the distance means.
And I'm still technically correct. So,
Technically,
anyway.
in a different way, but yes.
Anyway, how fast does our ship travel at slow, medium, and fast in every 5 miles?
Let's see here. Your ship's average speed is a 60, I believe. Your ship is going based off this, so we're looking at... your ship has a 3, 6, 12 speed. So 3 at slow, 6 at normal, 12 at fast. And that's miles per hour. So for a...
6 months.
Yeah.
6 miles per hour. And it's 45, so 6 miles per hour. It's 45 divided by 12 hours. So that would take us 7 hours to reach Yucatan on medium pace. What are the negatives of slow pace and fast pace again?
So fast pace reduces your ability to spot any ambushes, which isn't too much of an issue on the high seas. It would be an issue for any underwater ambushes, but any like ship ambushes would like they're gonna be miles off before you're gonna spot them miles away. But it does cause an advantage to cause an encounter when going at fast pace. Slow pace, you have increased in your passive perceptions and ability to locate other things. You are able to stealth, though it's not super viable as a ship. And whenever you have a random encounter, you can choose to roll the encounter at disadvantage to cause one. So if you want to avoid encounters, slow pace would be better.
Yeah, we're doing slow. What's the interval of checks of encounter checks?
For naval travel, it's a per day check.
Per day check.
Yeah, if you're in a super dangerous area, it reduces further from there, but generally it's per day, once per day.
So we just go fast paced then because we're so close. There's no reason to not go fast paced, I guess. Like we just go fast paced, there wouldn't be an encounter check, right?
There would.
What?
Yeah.
Is my math wrong, or is there?
It would still be in the same day that you had this, or no, it'd be a different day. It would be a different day, so it definitely would have one. I was going to say it would be in the same day, but due to the nature of what happened in New Cthulhu, there'd be an encounter check. But with that, and knowing that you guys did indeed long rest while outside of the Ancient Sunken Tower, it would be a new day, which means there'd be a new encounter check for the day. Because the encounter check is not for at the end of the day. It is at some point during this day, which I will roll for when an encounter will happen.
Right. Well, then we'll just go slow pace, because it would take us 16 hours on slow pace, or like 14 hours on slow pace. And if it's only one check, then it doesn't really matter.
All right. Slow pace it is.
Yeah.
You guys begin sailing your way to New Cthulhu. All right. And rolling up that disadvantaged encounter check. My God. I assume you want the 18.
Wait, isn't an encounter check like low is good?
A low is a good encounter. It's still an encounter.
Oh. I'll take the 4 if it's a good encounter.
I could lower it to a 1.
Wait, you want to skip it?
Oh,
I mean,
I mean,
it's up to
maybe.
you, Captain.
Yeah, it's up to the captain.
Damn it.
Because if it's in a battle encounter, then I can prove myself as the next first mate.
I will say, since you guys were actively looking for pirate or people to attack, that is on the table for a good encounter.
Ow.
It's not guaranteed.
Ow.
I will have to roll, but it is on the table for you guys to spot a ship, which might make it easier for you guys to chase them when you are done with repairs.
Oh. That is also
Because
true.
you don't have to engage if you see another ship. You just will see another ship.
Everything I've learned here from this campaign, all we've went through, learned one thing. Roll the dice. We're taking 4. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
I've learned nothing. Perfect.
Oh my God. Alright.
I've learned nothing.
But we're fighting a pirate lord, boys.
No.
What do you mean fighting Pirate Lord? No, it's obvious. They'll give me the crown. I am the Pirate King now. They just made me.
Alright,
I see your point about preparing stuff for this campaign.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, with a 1, as you are sailing your way back to port, you guys would notice a bit of wreckage floating within the churning sea around you. And you notice that there is a ship off in the distance, a good while away, deeper into sea, that has, well, been attacked and is actively sinking. And by actively sinking, I mean it's near its end of sinking. But you can see some of the wreckage floating closer to you. On this wreckage, you can see that there is a small bottle. Like within the wreckage of broken planks and some bodies that are also floating closer to you, there is a single bottle. It's just kind of floating there. It seems to have a letter inside it.
Alright. Pick up the bottle.
Right, as you
Or
send some
Send Essie to go grab the bottle and bring it back.
Just throw down a net. Essay's so slow.
I'll try to pick it up. Actually, I need to be careful not to get water on my wings as well. So I'll be very careful not to get water on my wings.
second.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not sending Essie anymore.
Wait,
Okay, I volunteer.
I didn't say this. I mean, you see Essie
you're
being
all
really
fussing about
careful
it.
and
Oh my
she's kind of
God.
being fussy though.
I
Yeah,
want
she
to
is being
want it on
fussy.
me. Oh.
Well, if she gets water on her wings, she doesn't fly and she falls into the water. And if she can't swim.
I don't hear is complaining. Let's bring more
Well, all
doing.
you hear is.
Perfect.
And the little fairy thing doesn't want to go.
Who are you again? Where are you?
Hi. I'm Tao.
Right,
You don't remember me?
As he goes anyway while this is happening.
The big Minotaur guy slammed me against the wall when we were doing the big bar fight.
Alright, I was being talked at.
Oh. I was
Alright.
thinking of something else.
So, as your fairy companion Essie flies down and goes to pick up the bottle, your strength is pretty low. Give me an athletics check.
Oh god. Where's my token? Token tower?
I think she seems to be having trouble.
Wait 1 second. I can do
Soul's gonna
this.
be tying a rope
I can do
around
this.
his waist right now. Just walk.
Athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
Yeah!
Alright, you go to lift it, and it's so heavy, and you realize the thing that's inside it is helping to weigh it down more than it should be.
I
So,
volunteer.
Saul ties
Right.
a rope to himself, ties a rope to the ship when he jumps in.
Alright.
I'm a much better swimmer. than
It's
you.
easy enough to get the bottle at that point.
by the way, he already had the rope on his waist.
But as you acquire the bottle and climb back up aboard your vessel, you notice that the bottle itself has 2 things of note. One, there's still alcohol in it. There's also a worm in it as well, as it is tequila, and it's got the worm in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But there's also a piece of parchment, tequila soaked, inside as well.
Tequila.
Oh, I will open the bottle, drink a bit of that tequila, and read the note.
Alright. Looking over the note, appears to be a map. You have cartography tools at proficiency.
Do.
Roll me proficiency with
I
that
do.
kit.
Blah, blah, do I have... Okay. What's my modifier?
You're using intelligence for this.
That's intelligence preference.
20. Alright. The map itself...
Hold on.
Alright.
Essay?
Oh yeah. I guide. I do the thing.
Nice, you're useful for something at least.
With
Wow.
shots fired.
Wow.
With a 23, looking over the map, it's obviously damaged. Some of the ink has been washed away due to the tequila. But you do think that this was at one point a treasure map. And judging from the angulature of some of the curves on the island that's drawn upon this map, or at least what's left there, you would surmise that the treasure map itself belongs to this island.
Nukathon?
No. It's a small island west of New Cthon.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Can you
Um,
throw up the token there? That
Yeah,
says
I'll
treasure?
throw a token there. Specifically, it is somewhere on the western coast. You don't know exactly where because the map's kind of flooped. But it's on that island. There is a buried treasure of whoever was once in that pirate vessel that has now been sunk.
Is there anything of worth to get from the wreckage?
If you guys want to swim closer to investigate the sinking ship, there could be more, but just brief looking around, most of what's floating towards you is bodies of sailors. So basic cutlasses, no armor, nothing like that.
Fool. Thinking that bodies aren't useful. Bring them up!
I should have
Captain.
recognized when I said bodies and the group's leader is a necromancer that those would be useful. That's on me. Yes, there's many bodies floating within the area.
Ooh, treasure.
I will go.
Yeah, is there any insignias or tattoos or color scheme that might hint of who or what they are? Race, I suppose.
Oh, the pirate crew themselves are various mixtures of humans, dwarves, elves, even a few lizard folks or Argleborns. But for the most part, they're definitely pirate crew, and they definitely seem to have tattoos or painted scales and or cast burn symbols. I don't remember the name for it. Of pirate symbology. So like a Jolly Roger here, a particular tattoo of like how many days one was in prison there, how many times they've sunk in a ship, how many kills they've gotten, basic things of that nature. They definitely are pirates. They do not seem to have any symbology indicating that they were part of the Stormlands, though. The actual like pirate factions of the Stormlands.
No, more so I was curious if they were dedicated to any specific crew. But
Um,
apparently not. So
with
they're
an investigation check, you can potentially find that out.
I would like to. I do have proficiency in
Guidance!
piracy, if that helps.
Yes, they would. You can roll me your investigation. I will adjust the DC as appropriate.
Alright, with guidance, 1d4. $26.
26.
Hold on. I might not actually have expertise on investigations. Let me check.
Yeah.
I forgot if I do or not. So it might just be a 24 instead of 26. Do I have? I do. Okay, never mind. Yes, 26.
All right. With a 26, you would gather that this ship itself was definitely dedicated to one particular group of pirates. Nothing like too well known. People that you might have sailed with back in the day, though your memory was definitely fuzzy in that regard, due to particular character's nature. But
Yeah.
you'd recognize that the ship itself appears to be known, or the crew belonged to the ship known as the Mewling Harlot.
Yeah.
And I am making the icon visible on the island there. I have added aura. The actual buried treasure is somewhere within that aura.
All right. Where? You said. Mjolnir Harlow's treasure. All right. So that's what it seems to be.
Captain, if I may. We're pretty beat up.
I will keep saying I just want to make a final check. I will ask the Crow's next scouts to do a, I guess, I don't know, perception check, see if there's any possible still living people or anything of worth.
All right. Let
So
me
he
go.
has a spyglass or something like
He
that.
does, yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna fly up and guide him.
Excellent.
Sit on his shoulder.
I don't know why, but my default openings of files types have changed, so I now have to mark it as, yes, I would like you always open docx's with Word. Yes. Yes, that's what I want you to do. Anyways, humanoids, humans, pirate, lookout. I apparently did not have my bestiary open. Here we go. Fire lookout. Excellent. Alright, and his bonus to perception is, oh dear god. With advantage because of the thing. Alright, here we go. He's got that feature. Any other features I need to worry about for his
A
particular...
1d4 from
Yep, guidance.
guidance.
Yep. 27. Alright. He begins to scan the wreckage of the sinking vessel. Doesn't look like there's any survivors of this particular attack. In fact, you can see that a lot of what happened here happened, judging from the state of the sinking ship and the fact that you cannot see any ships on the horizon. It happened a bit ago. I mean, at the very least, they would be within sight range if it happened recently. But
Out of
unfortunately, not.
curiosity, how old are the bodies and what killed them?
So looking over the bodies, you can give me a medicine check on that, but they do appear to be somewhat, or more accurately, fairly pale. They are filled with gash wounds. Some have bite marks. Some are little more than floating limbs. Majority of them do have puncture wounds of some form,
Like from
like from
pistol shots.
pistol shots or rapier stabs, or
Yeah. Okay.
with the 21, it does look like they've been dead for about 6 to 12 hours now.
Oh, recent.
Yeah, that was pretty recent. Anyway, alright, that's all I need to know. Let's continue on ahead to New Catan.
Do you collect any of the
Aye.
corpses?
I
All
will
of them.
collect all of them, really, honestly.
Okay. So you spend some time, but your crew does collect a total of 13, the unlucky number.
I don't want 13 now. That's a little too much. I've thrown like half of them.
Okay, so you collect 7 then?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take 7.
I will put 7 bloated corpses in your undead list.
They are bloated. That's
Dead, bloated corpses. You can use sculpt
the
corpse
kind
to turn them into skeletons, but right now they would turn into bloated zombies.
Oh,
alright.
If you did raise them.
I mean, just like 8 more XP for that, but
Yeah, that's fine.
and more I might their bones for bone armor.
That's fair. That's a good spell to have. One's full. Alright, there you go. Alright, and with that, you guys would sail the rest away to New Cthon. And through the various check-ins at the port, sign-ins and all that, you guys would assumedly flash your Mark of the Deep, which would waive your purchase of your fees for docking gear, fortunately. But with that, though, you guys are led to a particular dry dock where your ship can receive repairs.
Before, like, we could completely dock the ship,
Hmm?
I do want to give a speech to my crew.
All right.
Where is the map?
I'm making it visible right now.
there.
Let's see here. You're gone. You're gone. I'm gonna go copy your token from the other map and plop you down.
No, hold on, I'm still in the NPC library.
That's where your new token is.
Yeah,
Cool, cool. I'll go grab it.
thank you.
God, we're so tiny. So tiny.
Copy. New Chthon port. Pasta. There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Boop, boop.
I didn't quite work. I was trying to go do with the thing, but
All right.
Alright. Just want to do something real quick. In case I didn't properly document it. What was it? 2,000, 3,000, 300. Oh, I did properly document it. Okay, no, 3,800. Wait. No, I didn't properly document it.
What are you trying to do?
I have the total sum of the loot we've gotten,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I've also have the ones plus the items we decided to sell. Let me look at the list of the things we decided to sell. And where did
I know where
post
the keystrap are selling. That
it?
much. That's the one I remember.
I do not want to sell that thing, but there's literally no reason to keep it. I think I have Trident of Serenity as something we're selling, which I don't want. So Chrono convinced me that we should keep it. God, I have to redo the math. Anyway, I'll just do it later.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as we finally reach port and get ready to dock, Jackie will call the crew. Men, you have traveled the high seas with me. You have fought a serpent of the deep. And you have come back injured, but victorious. And those who have perished, we shall meet them in Davy Jones' locker. Well, that is you will. However, heroics must be recognized for your actions. Who among ye landed at that critical shots on that beast?
Oh, it's me, Captain.
Come forth, crewman.
Yoo-hoo.
I'll put armbands on the bow. Looted from the lair of the creature. You have quite
Ooh.
earned this. Wear it with pride.
Thank you, Captain.
Now for the rest of you, we'll be divvying up the loot among you, as per the contracts. And half of it, of course, going to repairing the miserable state of this ship. So until then, go drink, be merry, and tell the world of what we have done. Share the tale of the Black Hat Crew's slayers of the serpents.
All right. With that, give me a persuasion test.
Yoo-hoo.
Kinda. Think you can give me advantage there? Tall?
I'm not your
Clapping
first.
something?
I'm not your first meet.
Alright, and
Okay,
I'll,
okay.
I'll do the delayed slow clap. I'll have the seated clapping person in the audience. Oh god. soda.
You can have your advantage.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be the guy that yells, "He's right!"
Yeah. Just give you
Just shouts
fucking
it.
2,000 gold worth of magic item. Better be cheering.
I'm gonna do a performance check because I'm gonna ham it up.
Okay. Go ahead.
There it
Is that
is.
good enough for an advantage?
Yeah.
Alright.
This is
Guidance?
You never asked for it, so
Wow!
I'd have to give you
Let me
guidance
ask the
before you
important
did your
question.
speech. You should have been like
Sage,
S with me.
is this a captaining check?
this is
That's
a boost to the morale of the crew.
Would that apply to... So it would be a captain check.
Mhm.
Alright, so that would be... And that's not supposed to be a 2. So that would be 11, 16, plus... Okay, I have expertise on... Do I have expertise on... Yes, I do, right? Yes, I do. 16, 20.
20. All right. With your crew, some of them are looking, a little down, little like, man, we lost some crew members recently. That's there's definitely grumbles amongst the crew. Some questioning a little bit how, like, you began with decent tall tales, some solid recruitments, and then instantly slammed into a giant serpent. And then you bring up the serpent throughout your speech. And their grumbles start to switch into like positive talks of like, yeah, we did kill a serpent. It did lead us to kill a freaking serpent. Nope, freaking. I know of some of the most of the crews. They haven't killed a serpent like we did. And it starts to shift to cheers and claps as with a20 you have turned the tides of your crew's sour manner as they leave your vessel to go and enjoy the festivities of a well-earned haul of booty.
Nice.
Oh, I'm definitely going. I killed the serpent. Woohoo! Woohoo!
All right.
Let Tal go celebrate and have it. Find more crew.
Oh, aye, Captain.
Anyway, he'll look at Sal.
Saul's got like the happy face, like going with the chat, and then like once it's over and he's looking at it, it's instantly gone.
Go talk to the dockmaster or the shipmaster. See how much he'll pay to repair the ship and kick the body of a giant serpent. See if you can able to augment the ship with this carcass. Let the scales be the skin of the ship, its bones inside the hull, its heads be attached to a ram.
Did have some bite.
For me, he'll pull out a pen and parchment and will start drawing the shape of the creature. Want to learn more of this thing.
Well,
All right.
one with your body.
As Tal makes their way with the other crew members deeper into port to go find a tavern, Campbell, Saul, and Essie, are you guys heading to the dockmaster?
Yeah, I guess I'm being taken along.
Oh yeah, I kidnapped you to help me get upgrade.
This is our old token, by the way, but that's fine probably.
It is our old one.
Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, that's why I don't have expertise on persuasion.
That's why we
Oh,
have
okay.
exhaustion and
I
stuff.
can switch those out real
You
quick.
copy us over, yeah.
Yeah. Are your most
I was
up-to-date
like, why am
tokens
I
on NPC
sleeping?
Lab or Sunken Tower?
I was like,
Sunken
what
Tower.
happened?
Okay.
I was like, what happened on like that journey for me to suddenly like be like passed out and I'm like unconscious and like 2 levels of exhaustion, you know?
Back to the port, and then delete. Plus, boop. There you go.
What's this spell?
You guys do not have Bless active, so we can turn that off real quick. All right. As Essie and Cannonball Saul make their way to the port master, I'm gonna shucky duck you to the west side of this map. Boop. Boop. Where is my token? There should be a port master token right there.
Oh yeah, obviously.
No, they're not port master. I mean, we're getting to that, but they're not. Yeah, that's weird. All right, well, I'm gonna just go drop some random schmuck. It's fine. We'll call him Harold. I'll be the new port master.
I have 5 spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, easy. Armor of Abrigatus, Hellish Rebuke, Hex, Misty Step, and Mirror Image.
Let's see. You look like a port master. All right. Making your way into the Port Authority, you'd see there's various people doing their works here, making sure that all trade within the port and to and from is going by smoothly, making sure ships are properly docked and whatnot. Approaching the desk, though, you would see this older gentleman, pair of spectacles upon the crook of his nose, and he'd look up. Yeah, can I help you?
Yes. I've come here to commission some repairs, which I'm sure is a popular topic, with recent events.
Yes, well, I'm afraid that's going to be a bit of an issue. Pretty much all of our dry docks are repair shops, so to speak. They be full up. Quite a waiting list, too. Yeah, it's quite a shame, really.
Well,
This motherfucker.
Get guidance. Just
Roll me an
waiting.
insight check.
let me tell you, built of insight.
All right. You think that he's not fully lying, and that the dry docks here are definitely pretty packed. But he's also like, I might know of a few additional options if you want to grease my palms.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't just looking for standard repairs. We actually, we're looking for some, I might even say upgrades. Interesting
Oh, yeah, I see.
opportunities for a shipwright who actually wanted to prove themselves.
Well, I might know of a shipwright or two who can help in that regard. But you know how it is with certain folks around here. They like to keep their business under a certain clientele. Those who can afford to pay their service fee. You know what I mean. He gently nudges the tip jar closer.
Yeah. How expensive do I think this guy is, really?
He's wearing... roll me a perception check.
You do have a guidance, by the way. I use guidance on you.
Alright.
Oh, well, it didn't help.
He looks to be wearing some fine clothing. A tailored suit, a bit of a clean bowler's cap. He's got spectacles. That alone is not exactly cheap. You surmise tips would probably be best in gold.
And how seeded is the jar currently?
It doesn't look to be the most tipped. It's probably about an eighth full.
I don't want to embarrass myself, but
Yeah, you are private. You can't spend too much money or look weak.
yeah, I can't spend too much, but I can't spend too little. Gotta,
That's true.
how much is the right amount? I lean towards 10 gold if I'm that seems actually kind of extravagant from a
Well, here's the rule of thumb.
Some perspective.
The rule of thumb for me is adventurers or player characters are ridiculously expensive compared to
We're rich as fuck.
so anything you think is probably you can divide it by 10 and would be fine for pretty much every NPC other than maybe a king.
I'm gonna give him a bad omen. I'm gonna give him 13 gold pieces.
All right. As he sees the gold clink into the jar. All right, well, I know of a particular shipwright in town. Goes by the name of Fluvia.
Hey.
They're certainly skilled and know their craft. They can certainly perform many upgrades, and well, their particular dry dock is private. That you won't have to worry about fighting it for anyone else. And if you've got a map, I can point you in the right direction to sail on over there. Get you all set up. No one will know that Harold sent you.
Hild?
Harold.
Harold. I got it. Yeah, I'll go get out the little new port map.
All right, and you'll point the way and like a little drawing directions to the dry dock.
Where'd my token go?
I dragged you a bit south, so you are
Oh.
deeper into the city.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you're heading to the bar. So
What's the command for centering yourself on your token again?
you can use Map Explorer and double click your token there. If you're on the initiative panel, you can double click your token that way. It'll also send to you there.
Okay.
There's not a macro that I have in the campaign to do that.
Gotcha. Thanks, okay. Got that.
Well, pleasure doing business. Hope we don't get too busy.
Yes. And hope your ship can meet her standards.
Oh, well, if things go well, there'll be a lot more gold to be plundered.
All right. You return to your ship.
Yeah, return to ship. Tell the captain the dry dock.
Shucky ducky.
Very exciting.
All right. Hey, Captain. You just learned that there's a dry dock.
Well, the captain is off to do something else while that was happening.
Off the ship?
He's partying with the crew.
No, he is. What the captain is going is he's going to the marketplace. Specifically, I'm going to the store, to that magic shop, I guess, to find more to investigate this creature, the serpent that we killed.
All right. Well, in that case, while Cannonball, Saul, and Essie and the crew that remains on the ship sail off to the dry dock, Captain Jackie making the way deeper into the city's market to go and find this particular shop, and, well, Cal Toledo and crew heading into the tavern, or I don't know exactly where Toledo's going, but
I'm gonna tell the harbor master to, when I'm leaving, just.
I'm wearing the robe of Warforged. I'll just send you a send.
Just a quick question. How much money did we make?
I'm doing that right now.
Oh, okay.
they're about to get to it. But Cal, you're heading to the tavern as well with the crew.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go back to the tavern.
Aha!
What did we say about the shields?
I think we wanted to try and keep it, but I don't. Oh wait, Saul is not going to use it, is he?
I have a shield.
None of us can.
That's better for me.
Yeah.
I was thinking that we could give it to a crew member to have them tank damage for us, or other allies of the crew.
I do not want to give it to any of the crew members. I don't want them to potentially lose it in a fight.
Fine. If not that, I think we should give our other named NPC the breastplate.
That's not enough money because we're keeping this as because we're keeping the fucking Serenity Tridents,
That is
and
true. That is true.
that is a lot of money. So we have to sell something else.
Well, I mean,
That's why I'm looking at selling the breastplate and the shield. I think I just like, I think right now we really should be more concerned of. Okay, how about this? We'll keep the shield for now. We'll see the price of what her face is, and if we still need more, we'll just sell the shield. So I'm dividing everything right now for you guys.
I would keep your base values ready because she's probably not gonna give you a full 50%. I assume you're gonna try to haggle.
I'm not doing any haggling. If Sal wants to do a haggle, he can go right ahead and do it.
well, I'm not selling items right now because
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sell them then?
More so for expediency.
Okay. Then mark them for a 45% sell value.
Wait, what?
Instead of 50%, they're being sold for 45% of the market.
Really? Why?
Mhm.
Why's that?
Well, this market got attacked. They probably don't have the funds.
Yeah.
Ow. Then fuck it. I'm okay. I'm not gonna sell them.
Just mark the ones that you're gonna sell, and we'll sell them when we actually selling stuff. Just split up
So-
the gold and the
well,
trade goods.
I'm just gonna slip. Yeah, I'm just gonna slip up the gold.
Alright.
Which is so 1900 for the ship.
But while you go ahead and do your calculations, our crew make their way to a particular dry dock, which, for simplicity, grab this ship over here, put that there, grab you guys' tokens,
Oh, right.
put you here,
I forgot to buy gold. I forgot to buy my gear with the solid gold.
and then go and grab our Fluvia token. You're on the NPC lab, Fluvia?
Let's go,
Absolutely
Fluvia.
not. I drop my token second onto the.
How many people in our crew total?
Your crew consists of 1, 2, 3, 1 second. 3, 17, 23, 31, 33, 36, 44 people.
Really? What the fuck? Have any survived?
Yeah.
I thought
We
we
have
were
big
Three of-
fucking clue.
Yeah, 3 of those are Grindylos, but yeah. Or no, I apparently didn't remove the Grindylos from them being dead. Let me go get rid of them.
2 of them are dead.
Yeah, so you have 2 less.
Okay. So 42. And that's player characters as well. Did you put that in calculations? Or is that
That does
without-
not include player characters now.
Okay, so I need to up that by well, 3, because technically I think you are calculating Whackman.
Yeah, they would be considered one of them, so let me remove that by 1.
So, all right. Everyone gets 42 gold and 3 silver.
Oh boy.
Huzzah.
I mean, to fair, that's a lot of booze.
Actually, I do have to spend money here now.
Plap
For it
that
to
down
go, you think?
to the loser's log so we know what was sold and what you guys gained, and then we're good to go.
Well, and we didn't sell anything this time. It was just like,
That was just from the coinage.
yeah, that's just pure coin.
Okay. 3 silver from divvying coinage. Alright, cool. Alright. And now that's covered. As our goodly friend Saul sails the ship on over to a particular secluded dry dock, you'd find the place itself is, well, Luvia, how would you describe your particular place of business?
Oof. Now you asked me questions I somehow wasn't prepared for simultaneously. So you ever been to someone's place who like sort of cleans up but then just forms piles of stuff everywhere?
Why are you calling me out like that?
I didn't mean to.
Nice, clean, segregated piles of junk.
Like, you look at the pile and you're like, okay, this roughly seems like this is paper stuff, and this roughly seems like this is a box full of cables, but there's also this other weird random thing in there that doesn't make sense. Like, or it's like almost well sorted, but it is surprisingly clean and overall in very good condition. It is quite bright. There's a lot of just in general brighter colors they use, and if there's a window, there's a very large one where you would expect a smaller one. And I have really no idea how to describe it further than that, man.
That's fine. That's good enough. Yes, you would find this particular dry dock a little bit of a chaotic cluster, so to say. But you would find that there is one particular individual. Would you like to describe your character who is currently working amongst these piles?
Oh, absolutely. So, this person, Luvia, as some people might have already gathered from what happened so far, is, first of all, she looks somewhat tall at first glance until you realize that, like, a quarter of that height is a stupidly large wizard hat. Like, when I say that, I mean it. That hat is, like, well above 1 foot tall.
Uncle.
And she herself is, like, 5 foot and a bit. So she's honestly kind of short. She's wearing, like, these brown robes that they don't seem unsuited for this work, but they don't really are what you would expect someone to wear while working. And she has fairly long hair, blonde, in fact. And she currently stands, like, next to, a pile of stuff. And she just kind of lifts this big wooden log and just start carrying it somewhere else. And she doesn't look particularly strong. So it's maybe surprising how easily she seems to carry it. Because it is a pretty big log.
Right. That's what you see, my good friend Cannonball Saw and Essie.
You, was I given Fluvia by Harold?
I think so, yeah.
You Fluvia. Ship, right?
Hmm? She just kind of turns towards you and almost hits, like, another guy with the log. Oh, I didn't. What happened? What did you? She just drops the log and comes and starts coming closer.
Oh, well, you come aboard. I can show you what happened. Yeah. But if you're not shipwright, then I will
No.
have to go
I
steal.
no, I am who you're looking for. I have several questions, and that doesn't answer any of them.
Well, it will.
Anyway.
It'll all make sense when I show you the corpse of the giant beast.
Okay, so that answers one question.
As
Because
you board the vessel, you can see within the hold, there is certainly a corpse of a giant beast in there. You don't see all of it because it's a giant beast. You can see part of it.
Not exactly the normal kind of treasure we were hoping for, but like you might eat a chicken and grow stronger growing up, we hope that this ship can eat this here beast who tried to kill us all and grow stronger. Ah, beautiful. Circle of life, or something like that. The point is, it took like 50 cannonball shots, and I want our ship to have that kind of strength.
That is absolutely not how ships work, but I get your point, and I now see how you got this ship in this absolutely inexcusable condition.
Fuck.
Do you understand,
Yes,
Yes, he
Sylvan?
gives you evils.
I do, actually.
Do you understand
Oh.
what they're ringing?
We all took Kelvin. Fuck you, imp.
Oh shit!
You must speak. No more bell ringing.
As we the fairy that you see in the jar seems. Am I in the jar? I don't know.
You're
I don't know if I'm on his shoulder. Okay, the fairy on his shoulder seems to be very doubtful and says, "I don't trust this person."
Rude.
What's that supposed to
Be right back.
I didn't say anything.
be? Not you, the fairy on your shoulder. She's mocking me.
In realization that you understand her, she like does like a little gasp, like a silent, and then like puts her hand over her mouth, like to kind of hide it. Like a doo. She didn't say anything more.
Kind of leans a bit closer, and in doing so, also kind of has to. How tall is Saul? I forgot. How large is the large minotaur?
Oh, Saul's like fucking 7 feet tall or something.
Yeah, like, so she kind of leans closer and then realizes that to do what she wanted to do, she's kind of a little bit too short, so she also has to tiptoe really hard to get her face just close at the fairy and just wind. I heard
As
that.
he like from the gasp where she had a hand over her mouth, she kind of like pushes out to her eyes instead and like kind of hides her face, and she like looks really shy and scared.
Oh. Time for consequences.
She like murmurs a sorry.
Voted. Fine. Just
She seems to be crying.
hey, now you're just making me look out like the bad guy. Is that how she usually is?
To Saul's ears, that's just like, bells jingling. I don't-
She peeks out like from like she kind of opens up like a gap within her fingers and peeks out with one eye to like see if you're, if you're like not being aggressive anymore or anything.
I don't know. She's kind of going back to what she was previously.
Okay. Right, and
Anyway, so not only do you want me to, fix this, that's all. It needs a lot of work. But you also want to add this thing as part of this.
Yes.
as we like as you're walking away and you start talking, casts the spell and attempts to. Do I attempt to silent cast? I attempt to silent cast it. Where the hell is my token? Oh, where are we?
We moved. You're over here.
Can you point? Oh, there we are. Okay. Ah, there we are. All right.
No, I
Okay.
don't know if we got it. I will point again. You're right here.
I succeeded my silent cast. I silent cast silent image on you. And I'm going to I don't know if this is like something I can technically do. I think I could like move it as an action. But I'm going to attempt to cast the illusion of like sort of I'm an idiot sort of note on your back. Yeah, like snickering.
I have no way to counter that because I'm not aware of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Can't counter it because
Right. Well, you see Essie like holding in laughter. That's all.
Well, so yes, the captain, he quite likes the dead bodies, as it were. So it's a fascination having a dead thing kind of draping the ship, and I
Hmm.
do like the idea of a giant head ram that has some aesthetic to it.
Yeah, that's fair. I would obviously have to take a closer look at what the thing actually is. Because for all I know, I don't know. Probably a large serpent.
Yes, yes. Take your time. I'll just be
Hmm.
over here. Let me know if you need any lifting of things.
No, I should be fine. Actually, and Pluvia kind of just lifts her head a little bit and this little thing pokes out from under it and just kind of walks over to you. Just tell him whenever you need something from me. He usually knows fine. As he just kind of starts wandering off around and into the ship and takes a look at everything, assessing how much work needs to be done and how the Fog One is supposed to do this request and stuff like that.
Essie's gonna like make sure that she's always in range of you and like keep the thing on you. So as you're walking around, or would you see like the sign on you?
Marvelous.
All right. I have finished the list of
I've returned.
our crew.
What perfect timing. Not only has our captain managed to complete his list literally seconds ago.
Yep,
Yeah.
all 45 crew members are listed. Hello. With their
Me too.
names.
We have also reached the point
Sutter,
where
Furious Nikolai, and Sutcliffe Doubloon Smithers, and Hooper Cabin Boy Wright, and Emerson Furious Zero. Godric Rum Lover Sharman. That the rum lover. He does love his rum.
As a side thing, let me go grab this from my other game. It might be something that you guys would like to have access to, so I'm just gonna copy paste it for you guys.
Well, I had to make the list because I need to keep tab who doing how many raids have they done.
Copy. Copy the share link first, and then copy. There we go. All right. I was away when you guys were starting your shoops and your whoops. How did the dry dock conversation go?
So in essence, he explained to me what happened. As in, he was like, "There's a large serpent. Figure it out yourself." And told me what basically needs to be done or wants to be done. And now Fluvia kind of walking around the ship, just taking a closer look at all the damages. And she also has a illusion of a "I'm an idiot" sticker on her bag, thanks to a certain someone. But she doesn't know that.
My role was for silent casting it. I silent casted it, and she's like gonna try to stay in range while sort of concentrating on it with her wand out, just kind of
All right.
keeping the sign on it.
Well, for the serpent, nature would be to know what it is in general. To harvest it, you will need survival. You would also believe that just looking at the creature itself, it's likely you'll not get the full benefit of harvesting it, due to the fact that it was destroyed by massive cannonballs.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no,
Fair,
you guys
fair.
used chain shot, didn't you?
Yes.
No, yeah, never mind. It's good. It's good to go.
Oh. But yeah, basically, after taking a look around, which happens surprisingly fast. Like you wouldn't expect someone to, like if someone comes back after like only what feels like 2 minutes, you somewhat get the feeling that someone can't have taken a very good look at things when she's back.
Oh, no. If you like, the little fairy spams out the whole magic thing. You know, prayers to the god. You know, crafters and their pet priests. Who knows? If you want to borrow them, then
Oh no, I'm all good. I'm already done looking at things.
oh, well, fair enough.
All right. Looking over the corpse of this creature, it definitely looks to be a sea serpent. Massive serpentine creatures that dwell within the depths of the ocean, that are more folktale than really much anything else, but I mean, any true sailor knows they're not just folktales. You would know that these creatures are immense, elusive beasts that are remarkably difficult to take down. Said even crews of ships, so like multiple ships, can be felled by these things. It's definitely a daunting task to kill one, let alone to capture one. But this one seems different. Sea serpents don't normally have tentacles. That's weird.
Fair.
That's pretty weird. With the 20, you don't know exactly the specifics on this exact creature. You do know that it is definitely not just a sea serpent. It is more than that.
Oh, explain to me again. How exactly did you manage this?
Well, it's a funny story, and you know, I tell you this in confidence because you know most of the crew's missing. so come closer. So it's hilarious. We found this say ancient temple to something, and we found these big doors and these impressive like metal gate type thing. Think of like a bunch of triangles like sliding past each other and it made a circle. I don't know. It's like a sphincter. Anyway, the point being, we opened it, and this creature had been trapped in there. Yes, presumably as maybe some sort of warship. Either way, yes, it quickly ran out and started attacking our ship. You know, it probably was not to downplay its ferocity and our crew's losses and our achievement. It probably was emancipated from being trapped. Um,
I see. Yeah, I know. I get it. So, how many ships did you lose again?
you know, not many actually. None actually. No extreme luck there, I would say. We almost lost this one. Yes. There. In fact, we were losing it. It was sinking.
Eh, Yeah, it was. You can still see some water down properly cleaned out.
So brush some water off his shoulder.
And how many other ships do you have exactly?
This one. And the dinghy.
The dinghy is the
Oh.
true hero of this story.
Well, that's true. That's rather impressive, to say the least. You have a lot more people than I expected as well.
Yes. The cut wasn't as. Well, yes. We only lost. Let's not get into numbers.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yes.
But yeah, anyway, back to the business side of things. It's doable, definitely. And she kind of begins to lay out like how long it takes, how much it costs, blah, and all the stuff that out of character have no clue about.
Yes, I prepared the butter and hot cakes for the work ahead. Wait, what? Where did I put this jam? No, you're.
Ah, yes, the paint. We must paint it the right color first.
Do you want red for speed, or yellow for explosions, or purple for stealth?
Always add more DACA.
Deep. Always need more darker, more cannons.
I mean, while they're doing that, what about me?
Alright. While they are talking ship talk, you're just doing basic drinking with companions. Yeah, Tal?
I am okay. So I did have a question. I forgot to buy stuff. I kind of want to do that as well. What is the limit? I kind of wanted plate armor. Could I get one that isn't cumbersome? I guess if I is there fine plate available? I think because fine like allows me to remove one of the bad traits, right?
Fine would have certain options available for you. But
Yeah, it's a +2 for the properties, right? Like the property points. So I could have it like cancel out a cumbersome.
fine would be a +1 to a quality benefit.
It's a +1. Oh, it's a
+1 quality benefit. But what you would want to do for plate armor, the cumbersome plate itself is there unless you have the armor be custom fitted. So you would purchase some custom fitted armor and then you're covered.
Oh, could I do that? Is that available?
Let me go check. It'll take some time for them to custom fit it, but you guys are going to be in port for some time, regardless, so that's not an issue. In terms of the cost, I'll get you the cost of that. Gonna grab you some cost. Let's see here. Just full plate? That's basically what you're buying?
Yeah.
Alright, custom.
It's 246 base. I had like 600 gold because I forgot to spend my starting gold.
Alright. It's 561 gold for a custom fitted plate.
561. I have 91 gold left. Hell yeah!
Time to go to the tavern, spend it all.
Alright, I'm getting custom. So yeah, basically that's what I'm doing. Also, I will sing a song because I'm going like full Klingon with this one. I'm gonna sing a song that recaps our great combat, and I'm gonna shift the story a little bit so that it was all thanks to Jackie's great leadership that we're able to do it. And then that if you want glory and wealth, and that's when I show off the beautiful armband.
Excellent.
Yes, dangerous, but we get a shit ton of gold, and I'm gonna pay everyone in the tavern around. So whatever that costs, I'm gonna deduce it as well.
Very good, very good.
Tell.
Roll me a persuasion test, or not persuasion, a performance test. And in terms of costs for your round of drinks, you're just buying basic ale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 gold.
All right, I'm gonna pay 4. That's a little extra because they got attacked and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so go performance. And boop.
24. Oh, damn. All right.
Oh, damn.
Telling the tale of your crew's mighty battle and victory against Joshatala. It is, well, definitely an interesting tale to say the least, and the crowd are very much immersed within your story, booing and awing at the appropriate points, recoiling back, and oh god, that was really close, when, your ship was about to be slammed by its capsizability. Cheers go out when you tell the story of its last defeat from the heroic blast of your cannon fire. Overall, they're pretty invested in the story, and it was a very nice tale that they quite enjoyed. A lot of pats on the backs, a lot of cheers for your crew, and showing off the rewards of your treasures. There's definitely people who are interested in joining up. There's not as many as you would hope, simply because, this port has been attacked, and you guys have already kind of recruited a lot of people here recently. So there's not a large amount of people available, but you would get an additional 5 sailors interested.
Hell yeah.
Where's my Excel sheets?
Ah, yes, the most suicidal of crew.
It's true.
Perfect. That's exactly.
Guys
Useful
wanna
in life
fucking-
and in death.
Guys wanna fucking die? Let's fucking go. Full plate. Oh, because I have negative dex, I added I put a 1 in AC bonus to counter that. So, because I'm guessing,
Gotcha.
yeah, 18. It should be 18. Yeah, that's my AC. Ooh. That's
Are they
full
just
plate.
basic? Are these just basic pirates?
Let me check. No. 3 of them are basic pirates. 1 of them is a lookout,
Oh,
and
okay.
1 of them is a pirate guard.
Nice. I recruited you a bodyguard.
Adding
Right, we
your
have like
top group message to have the proper listing. 6 new pirates. Or total 16 pirates, and then you have 7 lookouts. And then you have 3 pirate guards now. Cool. I'm just gonna put pirate thugs above those so all the pirates are in one grouping. There you are. Alright. Total crew has been updated on the crew listing for Discord, and that is your recruitment. While you're doing all that recruiting stuff, we go to our captain.
You're a captain. Well, first he'll go to the magic shop. As I assume magic shop probably has old tombs and documents.
It would.
Or if not, at least would help me point out where I might learn of. I approach the shopkeeper.
Alright, you would see that there is a tan-skinned woman, long black curly hair, bit of a scar upon her face under her right eye. Kind of looks like a 3-clawed slash, a blue bandana, makeup, basic pirate attire, so like white blouse, kind of flowy in nature, basic breeches, little red sachet. Boop.
Is she the same shopkeeper?
She'd be a different one from the one you had.
Okay. Different than the one I meant. Let's see this shop still standing.
Aye, but, yeah. Old management, left town quite quick, so here we are. You'd be interested in there.
I'm interested in history.
History.
A parchment and a drawing of the serpents.
Alright.
In particular, the tentacles.
For the drawing, are you proficient with painter supplies?
I am not.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Yoo-hoo.
Sadness.
Godspeed, Captain.
So what's my dex? Oh yeah, -1.
Oh,
In his
no.
mind, he can see it perfectly.
Alright, it's not the worst drawing ever. It gets the point across.
Wait, hold on. She's here?
No, it's just for simplicity.
Ah, for simple sake. Okay.
Yeah, I imagine you guys are going to be staying in port for too long, so I'm not worried about going to the proper maps and whatnot.
Yeah.
I will speak. In down southwest, found an ancient tower, and deep down in that tower was some kind of temple of the water elf. And even deeper than that, closed off but by a giant metal gate, was a serpent of some kind, massive sea serpent with tentacles growing from its back. Now, I know sea serpents. They don't tend to grow tentacles.
Well, certainly an interesting beast you have. But, what is it exactly you're wanting?
I want to know what the hell it is.
I see.
From after slaying that beast and went to that lair, it seems it was given a lot of offerings.
Well, I can see if we have any, old books lying around about that, but, better off finding a proper library. Though it might not have. We might actually have something here. Do get a few odd ritual books, prayer books and the like. Let's give it a look. High or low?
Hi,
High is good. Alright. That's unfortunate.
that is.
I would ask if you want to spend Destiny to boost that, but you ain't boosting that to success, so. She would spend a little bit of time looking through some of the back shelves, some of the books back there, before eventually coming back out. I do have a few books on sea serpents, but a serpent that seems to possess tentacles, as you say.
Do you know of any curator, library curator perhaps, or some kind of historian? Some old maverick that knows of the seas.
Hell,
What,
let's see here.
or even better, if I can remember his name, Makalohi Ola, the pirate lord. Someone would know he would. Is he still in port?
Let's see. Kala. Hello for that.
Hi.
Here's another good. It's in range of a Destiny if you want to try it.
Oh.
Do it, do it,
yeah,
do it.
Go ahead.
Alright. Roll me
Always
that
be rolling.
D6.
D6 it is. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
That increases by 15, so that is now a 68. So close.
Oh, that wasn't close enough.
No, not close
That's
enough. You needed a 4 plus.
That's
It was also so close to being the funny number, but we didn't quite get there.
I didn't get 20. Yeah, there's no point.
Well, when I gathered much of the pirate lords did leave just the other day, I'm afraid, Maka is likely one of them. You can check out the port, though. Check in with the port master, he might know more. Maybe we can tell you where, they set sail for. Or can perhaps, check in with, what's their name, Mr. Krupt, I believe. They might be able to, pass along a message.
Mr. Crutch.
Hey? Yeah, deals business with some of the other traders in town. He might have some ways to provide some longer range communication. Sending of
Talking about
sorts.
talk about spell of sending.
Aye?
I can cast that if I need to. I've seen Malachi already. Just more so, when did he leave port?
I know most of the Paralords were out of port by the end of the 29th. There were still a few stragglers yesterday. There might still be a few today, but Maka, they're itchy. They are often one looking to be at the sea and not on land, so they were likely left as soon as possible. Can't say for sure, but the Harbour Master would know for sure.
Thanks, love. I'll see you later.
Right away. Alright.
Shipmaster, where are you?
I'm over here.
There you go. You be the shipmaster. I'll see you again.
I be the Shipmaster, yeah?
You know the whereabouts of the pirate lord Molokai? Is that his name? Makalahai. I'll just call him Ola.
Well, oh. Mr. Ola, yeah. It set sail out of port about 2 days ago, so I can't quite recall which direction he went. Flies the tip jar closer.
I thought I got rid of that one. Plops 1 gold.
Well, it went some more northwest of here.
Northwest of here, which so this is Norcathon, so it'll be northwest here 2 days. I guess probably one of the ports there. And what about just so I want to clarify it, Sage. Is Kezel Volas he's a water genasi, right?
Who specifically? I missed the name.
Kezel Volas.
So, let's see here.
The Harbinger.
They are all Lokatha.
I don't know what a Lokatha is.
Like Squid Person, sort of. I'll
Like
post.
what?
I'll post the race.
They're fish people.
They are definitely fish in nature, but they're. It's easier if I just post the race.
Okay.
Because there's so many different types of. I'm thinking of the other Lokatha. No, they're 100% fish people.
Right.
Okay.
Well, what about Captain Vargas? Is he still in port?
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi, it's good.
Oh, let's go.
Look at that. I do believe that Master Volas is still in port. Aye.
And where be his ship?
Well, there is likely being in the Lord's Harbor. Private harbor for the Pirate Lords.
Forget. Fish and pull out a platinum piece. You think you can get me up to the ship?
Well, getting you up to the ship for such a fine figure as Mr. Volas is quite an expensive endeavor. One would require certainly much in the way of costly provisions paid for in that regard.
Speak, man.
250
Not
gold.
enough.
Well, you have to understand that the Master Volas is he's a well-known man, and getting you to him is not some simple endeavor.
Do I know if the Lakatha have issues with the Eldritch, with the Sahagin and like the whole like Elder?
They generally do, yes. They generally are opposed to one another.
I'll just.
Suit yourself.
I will do a sending to Volas.
Alright. Type up your message, and while you're doing that,
Yeah.
our good companion Tal, what are you doing after your most mighty of stories? Back.
Sorry.
What are you doing after your most mighty of stories?
Oh right. I wanted to buy a heavy scythe. Actually, no, that's fine. I'll do that later. Yeah, no. So after getting the story, much merriment, buying rounds all around, maybe fighting a round or two in the arena.
Alright.
When he didn't tell us when to come back, so he's probably gonna hang out at the tavern until dusk, and then he's gonna start heading back.
Gotcha. Alright. No problem. So yours is more of a downtime thing in that regard, enjoying your carousing, essentially. So from there, while they are doing their sending, we'll go back to the ship at the dry dock with...
Oh, I just want to clarify as well as Captain Guy will also ask, where the hell is my ship? The foreman.
Oh, well, your crew had set sail for one Fluvia's dry dock to get it repaired.
Where's that?
He'll show you on a map.
Okay, it's on. Right.
Alright. So while you're walking that way and sending your sending, back to Fluvia and Saul and Essie and this adorable floof.
So they would have probably been like talking about stuff, and unlike a certain someone, Fluvia actually has proficiency painters tools. So he would kind of paint out a rough draft of what she like thinks the thing in the end could look like, and so Saul is the best person to talk to right now because the rest is just random people apparently. to her at least. And it will kind of just be an extensive session of doing art, doing edits, doing stuff, which ultimately could just be completely scrapped once the captain comes back. But you never know.
Alright.
So, what about this then? If we do a little bit more here and a bit lower here, and add another bone here, would that look better?
Personally, the way I was thinking is, I think that the interior of the ship should be very fine, very, very fancy, very pretty. The exterior, very threatening, commanding, dangerous looking. It's important that when we go near another ship, that they think fear. You know.
As he says, make it gold.
She kind of replies, also in Sylvan. That would be pretty expensive. Just there.
Use fake gold.
So she kind of just looks like she's considering it.
or use gold leaf paint.
Alright, I have my sending.
All right.
And I believe sending does. You are aware of who the sender is, right?
Yep, it's true.
So I don't need to. Okay.
All right. As you send forth your sending. Let's see here. And I have my particular companions set up as what? Fizzle voice. Okay.
He said duty.
Who be this? Sea serpent. Tentacles. What a temple of Swoggin, eh? Interesting. That's the response.
Well, I go to Drylock. If he does appear, he does appear. Also, Fluvia. As you kind of fix the ship, you may have noticed the giant, naked half fish, half lady, tied to the front of the ship.
Here's
Yes.
indeed a siren bound to the prow of the ship.
She has very much noticed it and very much
Lord.
just chosen to ignore it until it's being brought up with someone.
Okay, well, it's not being brought up.
That's
I
what I do
mean-
too.
I mean, it's like there's like they have in the art section. It's like if you look at it and you know it's there, you know where it's supposed to be on the drawing, but that's like all the acknowledgement she has given it so far.
Why do you have 2 more HP than me?
Well, wouldn't you like to?
Yeah,
Yes.
wouldn't you like to know?
Maybe your rolls were shit. Actually, mine were pretty bad. I think I rolled
What's your
not
code? Oh God! All your macros are black. Why?
because I like it that way.
They are ugly.
Wow,
Shut
I
up.
didn't know you were
You're
the same
ugly.
as
Oh,
me.
so gothic.
Okay, you know what? I'm mad.
What are you even looking at for my macro?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
You know what? Fair.
This wizard fight's
Alright.
getting rough. One
Alright, I
wizard's
still have
annoyed that
58
the other has 2 more HP.
I still have 58 first level spells. I remember.
It's okay. Anyways, as you're setting out drawings of the ship and what the plans are, what are in fact the plans for your ship?
Fix the ship, cut off the head,
Yeah.
slap it on a ram in front of the ship, take the scales, put them on as the kind of the skin outer layer of the ship. Use the bones, rib cage, and rib cage spine to reinforce the hull of the ship from the inside. And does Fluvia has, what is it called? Is it arcane tools? Like, can you do enchantments?
Yes, I can.
I'm thinking maybe attach the tentacles and have them be animated. I guess I can help with that because I am a necromancer, so animating bodies. So I guess this is like kind of okay. So the physical things I just explained, and then the magical aspect of it, for what I want, with the help of Fluvia, obviously 2 wizards, try to do that if it's possible. We're pretty low level, so keep them in mind. I suppose.
I want the mouth ram to bite.
Yeah, we want the ram and the tentacles to be able to animate. And I'm fine if it has to be some kind of like attunement thing where all the crew has to be attuned to the ship or something. I think that's pretty cool.
We do have a lot of achievements to use.
So at least the physical aspects is the body parts in those places, and the magical aspects.
as you're looking at the ship, the ship itself, I'm just trying to grab the repair cost for this thing. 1 second. Rolls and evil. Here we go. And then the other stuff I need right there. Okay, cool. You guys are using this. Excellent. Alright. So, now that we have that, the ship itself, just looking over the damage that the ship has suffered, it's going to cost about 1,000 gold to get things repaired. That's just material costs. As a crafter, you can easily charge 4 or 5 times that number. That's up to you, though. Material costs alone cost about $1,000 to get the materials to buy. Just to repair the ship back to tip-top shape. If they provide the materials, most, for your purposes of knowing the economy, most merchants will probably just charge the people who are providing the materials their time, which will probably be, for your character specifically, probably be about 2 gold for a day's work. And this job itself is going to take you about 4 or 5 days. That's if they provide materials. And that's if you're feeling nice. It's up to you, though. Keep in mind that this is a group party vessel. So, you do take funds from the group funds, then you're essentially taking funds from yourself as well. It's a little weird, because you're adding it to yourself, but you're also removing from yourself.
I mean...
But from your knowledge, the ship itself is going to be 1,000 just for materials. Market value for these repairs between $3,000 to $5,000, or 3,000 to 5,000 gold. To do what you're wanting to do with the corpse, the time for it to fully do all that stuff, you're looking at about a week just to get the corpse set up for this. The skill required to actually do so, get the the skull set up in proper way, tentacles ready, set to the sides, the scales, the armor boosting. After the week of setting up the body, you'll need to have about a month to get every one of those pieces added on. And that's, if you want to do like, oh, I just want the skull right now, then we can go into those details. But for the total group, you're looking at about a week and a month. And the price for all that, they already have materials in this regard, so you'd probably just be paying for your skill and time. So you'll be looking at about additional, about 70 gold, just right off the bat right there, for your own pocket if you're wanting to pay additional market value for that. You could charge more. That's up to you how much you want to charge, but for ease, it would be generally about $70 for you to just do the work for them.
I will just start like let's call it suggested base price for my time. And for the repairs, like Bluvia doesn't like explicitly say if you provide the materials is cheaper, like they kind of have to make the connection themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember if we have the materials now, to be honest.
You guys would need lumber. If you guys have any lumber in your item lab, that'd be helpful. That's unfortunate then.
But if the materials are not provided, she would say like 1,500.
While you're discussing that, does Tal show up to the ship eventually?
Yes.
Okay.
He'll attempt to show up, probably go back to where it used to be, see it's missing.
Talk to the harbor master and then come over here.
Yeah.
All right. So eventually you would see Captain Jackie making his way to the same area, and you guys would show up as they're doing all these calculations and providing this. So essentially, the party has reconvened as you are figuring out the actual math for the cost of the repairs and the time it will take to do the repairs, Fluvia. 2 others will approach your particular dry dock.
Captain, I got some few people.
Good work.
I get one of those,
Frankly,
and probably not the guy on the right.
Frankly, I'm surprised. anyone was going to do to this death trap.
Well, I mean, I sold them on the death trap.
Perfect. Need more bodies. Literally. So, who might you be?
So,
Luvia, the
Not,
ship
not
right. Person, you, or rather.
Yes,
No,
I be the captain of this vessel and this crew. Captain Jackie Blackheart. At your service.
yeah, figured as much. So, you have incredible timing, actually. As she just kind of begins, blabbering about how, the whole time and money thing that we talked about, as well as the first, design draft. Then basically what they come up with while they were talking and stuff. And just lays it all out for you.
Hmm. 1,500 gold just to fix the ship. Did you say 1,500?
3,500.
Your mic is. I have you on
3,500. Let me just write it out.
3,500.
Yeah.
That's the repairs and the fixation of the body.
I mean, yeah, like, because the body is only the time anyway, so yeah, that's like, yeah.
How about this? 3,000. And I'll give you a nice pair of cufflinks. Pulls out
Hmm.
cufflinks off the one you wanted.
Kind of, he takes them, takes a look at them, turns them into, you know, and takes a look at an item in a way a wizard would. Thinks about the moment.
Okay,
Yeah,
pressures that we can.
that'll be alright.
Alright, how long will it take you to do the work?
So, just the basic repairs to get everything back to running how it was before. 4 to 5 days. The additions would take a month, roughly, in total.
Month. Look, drag. So, just, can we afford a month?
My estimates of crew morale, we probably don't want to take a month until after we get another haul.
So, what you're thinking? Yeah, maybe, some of the work, do some looting, some raiding, and they come back and finish.
Well, that would probably be prudent. Also, I have a concern, Captain, if you will. That temple we raided and, tragically lost crew, my pride, etc., whatever. I am slightly concerned if too much word gets out that it has lost its guardian, so to speak, that other intrepid tomb raiders would arrive and get all the loot that I feel deserving of, and primarily the loot that was our former crew.
A shame of losing that. Maybe the reputation gaining from this it will pay in dividends. So it take.
Fair enough. It's a death trap anyway. Well, yes, I think repair the ship, go on a raid, then upgrade the ship.
So you want to go? No, what I'm thinking of, maybe do some of the work. So fix the ship. Maybe do some of the work. Maybe the scales or the head at least.
We can probably I don't know if this is true, but Sage, could we like do the work on the creature outside of a dry dock?
He went to get a drink.
He might not be back yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but upgrades probably require being in port. But
Yeah, like
working,
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's. Yeah, definitely Scott. Probably we'll still be in a dry dock. But I'm thinking maybe do the bodywork, or do the rib cage and spine attached to the hull of the ship, and then the rest we can store it in the ship. Then just whenever we reach a dry dock or something like that, of that accord, we finish the work there.
yes.
So, but fit the biggest parts first.
Yeah, get it done over time. Mostly because, and look, we gave the crew like 40 gold. That should last them a month. But yeah,
Just have busy
exactly.
parts.
I just spent like
Probably spent-
600 gold already.
I am
They
back.
probably spent it on.
Easy gained, easily lost kind of deal.
Also, to add credits to what Saul said, Tao would also explain how Tao got the crewmen. Just told them what happened. Big fight, big temple, dead guardian.
But anyway. I will be paying you your fee. So do the work, and what we're thinking of, because it was just a little wee bit too much time in dock. You think you can at least do the hull reinforcements using the ribcage and spine of the creature? And then for the scales and ram heads, we'll just store it on the ship and finish it up at a later time. How long do you think will that last?
That would certainly be possible, and it would take about
To set up the bones of the serpent as a whole upgrade, essentially, be about a week.
So to reinforce the hull, it'd be a week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 2 weeks is not bad.
Is it time for me to start looking for work in New Catan?
I mean, unless you want to spend 2 weeks just watching my building montage, I guess.
I'm
you
not
can-
against 2 weeks because I do want to do tools proficiency training, which will take me 15 days.
Uh,
So that'd be convenient.
I guess I'm gonna look into a job as a hired grunt or a pit fighter.
All right. Well, you are looking at 2 weeks then of downtime. That has been confirmed. So, for purposes of downtime, obviously, I know that you're going to be working on the ship. You're going to be looking to train and tool. You're looking for some form of job. What's Essie going to be doing for these 2 weeks of downtime?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Sal, can you take the? I'll list you the items. Go see if you can, use your persuasion and get a better price for those.
Will do. And I'll look over at the crew. Yes, I see it. I see it within me. I'm gonna drag Essay and Tal with me.
oh, well.
I see it looking at Tal. Those chiseled pecs, those dazzling eyes. He's clearly more charismatic than me.
Oh, 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 oh.
I know all you need to do is buy me that ring.
We don't have the money. You save up what the money you have right now. Just
It was bad, man.
Feels bad indeed.
I'm pretty sure I'd have enough. Wait, it was only like 500 gold, right? Did I have enough? I'm pretty sure like I should have enough at this point. But I'll be honest. I never updated my sheet with with money, and I have no idea what money was ever actually given to me.
Check
What
the
the
item
fuck?
liability list buyouts. What people were given.
I was
Yeah.
trying to browse. I don't know exactly what.
Come with me, Tal. You shall speak on my behalf.
Sure.
Yeah, so I would have enough.
goodbye, Prior Shields.
So it's the final sellout you're doing.
Well, let me show you. So currently, I can tell you. So currently, in our coffer in the ship's treasury, we have 15.
No, I mean, what are
20
you giving to me and me to go sell? That's
I'm giving you these 3 items.
Alrighty.
Hold on, I missed an item. That's holy shit. This item's actually so useless for us, at least. There's no point in keeping it at all. And I mean, get the best price you can get.
Will do, Captain. Although they were pretty hard from the attack, they haven't really recovered though.
You'll find someone to just scam them or something. Sell it as some kind of package or something. You'll figure it out.
Sure.
Let me tell you, you do this well, young Tal.
You know,
I
since
see
we're
a
gonna be
bright future.
since we're gonna be here for 2 weeks,
Ooh.
Tal, what if you scoped out perhaps a specific buyer? Hmm?
Eh? Sure, I can do that. How hard could it be?
Do you have gossip?
Of course I
So-
do.
Haha.
I know my way around a bar.
Alright. Well, if that's what you're wanting to spend some of your downtime on, Tal, then we can certainly roll some gossip checks for you.
Let's go.
But while you roll me a gossip check, what is Essie doing for her 2 weeks?
I don't know. I have no idea what I can even do. I'll be honest.
Well, there's training options, so that's on the roll down below. You can bring up the training document for that.
I mean,
You
training
can
requires you to go to someone to
yes,
train you, right?
yes.
How many people
You
can speak Sylvan in this?
well, okay, there are some limitations there. You could attempt to find something out, like trying to find a particular library or something like that in town, and maybe learn something from that. Anything that you might have interest in character. Maybe you want to learn more about your previous captors. There's a lot of things you can do in terms of downtime. You can perhaps go look
Yeah.
for a job. You can just stay with the group and spend your downtime
Good job!
singing.
I guess you could like
I wanna
attempt to
see-
have a little tip jar. Oh my god, that would
Yes, Essie as a waitress.
like her singing would literally just wait. Okay, but yeah, like a waitress would be a disaster because I literally would not be able to carry anything.
It would be so
But I mean,
funny.
like, I could, I don't know. All right. So first of all, like as like a note, I actually like worked it out. Currently, with the amount of hit dice I have, my vase like thing that I have, my unique one that I've kept, magical tears, it would take 10 days to get a single potion of flying, which is quite a few days. So it might be more beneficial for me to be doing like a job, but then that also depends on how much I can even get from it. What jobs I can find.
Hi.
Spend destiny.
Yes.
Is that per
Yay.
day rolling, or are you doing?
That's a 51,
hot
so that's a
switch.
high. Yay, I did it.
No, that would be plus 20, so it'd be 67.
Yeah,
my
even better.
power is experiencing flickers, so I might disappear randomly.
No worries.
Oh no.
Good to know, though.
So, am I able, or would I be able to work a day job and then, like, during the nights do research? Or would I, like, or do like an on and off type thing?
So
What do you want me to
there's
do?
about this time of the year, there's about 12, 13 hours of daylight. So you would have around 10 hours essentially of downtime. So if you're wanting
I'm not
to
gonna
do
be
a
working for
basic
10 hours every single day.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. So if you're wanting to spend like your evenings, so like the 2 to 4 or so hours outside of your day job doing research, you could do that. If you want to go beyond the basic 10 hours of downtime, though, that would require exhaustion checks.
Yeah, no, I'll just do like a normal thing. Yeah, because I mean, I don't imagine that like, I mean, none of the crew hate Essie enough to attempt to make her cry currently, so we're not getting any potions of flying. so yeah, so Essie will go off and do her own thing, I guess. But like, the only question is like, how do I even get a job? How do I go about doing that?
Well,
I've no, no idea. I'm a tiny fairy that can't speak like the language of most people.
it's true. You have been to a few locations that so you know some people who could probably help you out.
Yeah.
Not to harm your incompetence here, but you've already shown that you can use a minor illusion to eventually hatch out common. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're
I
fine.
kind of
if
avoid doing that too much. I can do that, sure. It feels really a bit cheesy.
I know that like it's stilted and you get out like 4 words per what would otherwise be many words, but
Although it's kind of just feeling a bit cheesy because like I mean like the reason why I got the illusion spells it kind of just fits to the fairy aesthetic, but then just like completely
I get you.
Like imagine like fairies just going around just like casting illusions to allow themselves to speak all the time. I mean I could do that just for like getting around this one thing, but I don't know. It's something I try to avoid.
I respect your suffering, but
yeah, I mean, I would honestly prefer in D&D if illusion magic was stronger, but they split it up into like multiple different spells instead of it like being like a dual end-all spell. But yeah, but that's another thing. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I do have that to be like, can I have a job?
All right.
Or something of that sort.
So for you, there is some places that could that could work with you to get you a job temporarily while you're in port for these 2 weeks of downtime. I think the one that'd be most appropriate for your particular skill set would probably be that of a messenger, since you can fly pretty quickly and you can get place to place where others couldn't.
Are there any like hospital type deals over here? Like
there
any, sort of,
would be some camps of that like regard,
like
yeah.
Sort.
So if you're wanting some healer camps, then that's a place you can go to as well.
Because like I mean, obviously I have healing magic, but also
yes,
surgeon's tools and all of that.
So that could also be an option. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'd be up to you if you want to
messenger
to go that way.
In the does the tavern need any waitress?
If you want to try for the tavern, I will require you to make some checks.
For the meme, I kind of want to do it. It'd be so stupid.
That'd be on you.
I'll do it. Let's do it. Whatever.
All right. So heading to the Rolling Tides, then, as that is where you would have a decent chance of doing some work. They'll try you out. Give me a athletics check.
Oh, why?
I would say acrobatics, but because you don't have enough strength to carry some of the plates and stuff that you're going to have to be moving, you're going to need athletics.
I'm going to guidance myself. Aha!
All right. Your first day goes by fine. It's a little difficult. You're having struggles moving some of the dishes that are being offered by the patrons, but it's doable, and it's a hard day's work, but you do get paid, and you didn't get fired.
Oh, I should say actually, technically, so does the slave destiny, does that refresh every session or every day?
It's every long rest.
Like, how does it? Every rest. Okay, so could I technically be doing this on every single day to be really gonna be like, but then okay, so was also would the research require any checks? Was that
the research would very well require checks, depending on what you're trying to research.
Yeah.
Also, are you sure about spending like 20 destiny?
No. Their slave destiny is their free.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
It doesn't
slave.
cost.
So
Doesn't give
I'll use the destiny on the first day because I want to make a good impression.
All right. Well, you've certainly made a good impression. They were expecting much less.
Yeah.
So you were actually given some tips during your work, which is nice. But
with copper.
it's fine. Well, we'll get to your end result when we get to the end result of the downtime. But you were given some tips for as well as your basic bills, your basic check for working. While you're doing your downtime of working and research, which we'll get to in a moment, Fluvy, you're doing your ship stuff, so I need you to roll me a carpenter's tool check.
You got this.
Gladly. What that modifier do you want me to use again?
So this one you're doing overall repairs for the ship, so it is going to be, I would say intelligence.
Alright. +4 plus my proficiency 3 times. Oh, whoop.
Damn.
Hot damn, hot damn, hot diggity damn.
All right. So, with a 30, you actually could do the repairs quicker. Or you could, if you wanted to, look towards a bit of a boost in the actual results of your work.
I would absolutely, without consulting anyone about it, do the boost.
All right.
Boost.
I literally said I would do that.
Very good,
Boost,
very good.
baby.
All right. So, the time doesn't change, but your ship does get a boost to its whole HP. As you've essentially improved upon the design ever so much.
Here and there.
Mm-hmm. All right. And that is the first of your week downtime, essentially. It's no problem. It just takes you some time. And with a natural 20 total, 30 is done. It's not a problem at all. Next in the list of downtime are Captain Jackie. You are wishing to train what tool?
Before I do so, I was looking at the tools. I just noticed in your new book you do have enchanter supplies.
Yes.
But that was after our campaign started. Would you allow me to respec one of my tools?
I'd allow you to respec one of your tools for it, yeah.
Alright, then I will respec it instead of merchant tools. Which means I don't need to learn that skill proficiency. So something else that I would like to need. I'd like to try to learn anatomy lore. So I'm able to understand how the body works, blah blah blah.
All right.
I have a lot of bodies, right?
That's fair.
Would I need to find a teacher?
You
or
would need to find a teacher for that, yeah.
So I need to find specifically a teacher.
Mhm.
What about something like maybe a book?
A book
Oh, that
could
would work.
potentially do it as well. But that's another thing you're going to need to find. Within this port, definitely you will need a roll for it, so I would need to gossip for that.
Bill Gates decide that my computer needs an update.
Oh no.
Well, anyway. Okay, I'd like to attempt to find a teacher.
Yep, roll me that gossip. I can roll for you since I see you DC'd. Campaign, skill check. Gossip. I rolled a natural 2 for you, I am sorry. You're unable to find a teacher. Would you like to roll for book?
Roll for a buck.
Alright. Skill check. Gossip. That's a bit better. Alright, would you like to add anything to your total of 19 before I reveal results?
Sure. Throw a destiny there.
We are going to die in the next boss fight if we throw Destiny on that kind of shit.
No, Chrono. We're just gonna fight a boss that's so strong that there's no benefit in having destiny. Like all the fucking bosses we've been fighting.
You know
For
what? Fair enough. He's got
For
me
the
there.
last fucking campaign as well.
Carry on then.
Mm-hmm. Alright, roll me. Alright, you still can't roll. Okay, rolling a d6 for you. 22 is your new total. Alright, with a 22, there is a local bookshop in Port that does seem to have a book on anatomy. The time it would take for you to read through the book and learn the lore for anatomy lore, specifically humanoid anatomy. They do have other books on different anatomies as well, but each one would be the same requirement to read to get that specific lore. But to get humanoid anatomy, I should preface this with humanoid terrestrial anatomy, so non-water based creatures. If you want a water based one, you get yeah.
Okay.
You would need to spend 30 minus intelligence score in days training.
So 30 minus intelligence score, and does keen mind give me anything?
Keen mind, scrolling up to the top. Character that possesses either of these feats find particular types of training easier to accomplish when training in a feature marked with this tag. Reduce the training time by 5 days. If you possess the feat, if you yeah, it's just the same thing for keen mind. So it would be 25 minus intelligence score instead of 30 minus intelligence score because of your keen mind feat.
25. Okay. Oh, that's 5 days. It means I can read 3 books. So I'll take terrestrial. I'll also get the water-based creatures.
So, terrestrial anatomy. That'd be 5 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have aquatic anatomy, which would also be 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
And so the third book, since this is a local library, I will do the same thing. Ask him if he's aware of any creature like the sea serpent with the tentacles.
All right.
Or a book maybe of that or similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Of a creature. So if you're drawing a D100 for that, high.
High is good. Okay. I have a 70. Would you like to roll for anything for that?
70. I don't have a future roll for that.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any to add to that, so yeah, 70.
With the 70, there does appear to be a book on serpentine creatures of the Stormlands, with some, as you're skimming through it, do appear to be strange, and they have tentacles as well as the normal serpentine stuff.
Ah. Alright, I will get that book, as well as if he has a book anatomy on sea serpents.
All right, for sea serpents, that one I will check
Yep.
as well.
Yeah,
All right, sea serpents one, no, unfortunately not.
that's
But you can get the book on serpent,
All right.
sea serpent folklore of the Stormlands.
I'll take that. I'll take those $3.
All right, those 3 books will cost you a total of 35 gold.
All right, that's fine. I give them for 35 gold. The and assume also the folklore book for me to get that knowledge. Also, like 5 days.
To get that knowledge would be 5 days. Yes.
Oh yeah, 15 days. Yeah, pretty much. By that time. All right. So I guess I have lore and anatomy for terrestrial creatures, water creatures, and sea serpent folklore.
3, 4, 5. Sea serpent folklore, humanoid aquatic anatomy, and humanoid terrestrial anatomy as well. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm?
All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. And that is your shoops and your oops for downtime. Tal, what is your downtime?
That was me doing the gossip thing, wasn't it?
I mean, are you doing even more?
Oh.
We're in the second week now.
What are my choices for downtime? I wish I.
So you can use the training system that we have, which I will just copy paste to that. There's the link right there. You can do research as sort of what Jackie just did. They were going to a place and getting books, but they were specifically doing their book place for gaining lores. You could do research in terms of, I want to learn about something specific. Can I research this topic? And I would let you know what you can learn from it. Which is something that Essie is probably going to be doing as part of their research. You could, work a job like what Cannonball Saul is going to be doing, or what Essie's been doing. You could try to craft items if you have crafting skills. It's, there's options.
Okay. Well, let's do a job for this one. I'm gonna work at the tavern.
Yes, it's joining me.
All right. Working at the tavern.
I am proficient in cooking, so I want to cook there.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
All right.
Perfect.
Roll me a cooking supplies test with a wisdom or dexterity.
Let's go wisdom. I have proficient. Wait, hold on. Let me just look at my skills, just so I can.
You did say you have proficient in cooking tools.
Yes.
Mhm.
Insight. 17.
17. All right. With the 17, your meals are well prepared and well enjoyed by the customers of the Rolling Tides Tavern. It is, well,
Hey!
no issues there. Your job goes by pretty nicely. And since we were rolling earlier for your particular gossips and whatnot, we rolled a 47, which you boosted to a 67. Let's go through your gossips for those.
Yes.
Roll me 2 more gossips, or 3 more. 3 more gossips.
3 more gossips. Here I am.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Rock you like a hurricane. Oh god.
All right. Throughout your search of the town and asking around about people, buying certain items, if people have interest in these 4 key items that you have, there's certainly someone who is interested in the key straps who would pay a bit closer to market value. There's some shops that will pay around market value, maybe a bit more for the breastplate. No one's really super interested in just a basic +1 breastplate. But they'll buy it for more than the 45% that you found previously. The Prize Shield, there's definitely someone interested in that, and the Charm of Countersong, there's definitely someone interested in that. So, with your gossip checks, looking around and trying to find some buyers, the key straps themselves you can sell for. Let me scroll up to see what your roll was again. 24. Okay. Times 20. All right. You can sell the key straps for 1,440 gold.
Mommy.
That's for the keystrap.
As you are able to find a particular unarmed pirate amongst the port who would certainly be interested in something of that nature. And they're appreciative of the somewhat discount that you're able to provide them. You could obviously roll a merchant's tools check or persuasion to increase the price that you'd sell it for, but they are willing to buy it for just 1440 flat.
Do it.
Alright, let's do that persuasion check.
We're wringing the last bit of gold out of this damn stinking town.
All right. So they try to hack you down, which is what represents that 1440. You're a merchant. You know how to talk your way through people around a bit. Not really a merchant, but you know how to talk your way around people, make them think that they're getting a good deal, and eventually realize that, oh no, you just charge the market value. You can sell it for 1,800.
Oh,
Motherfucker, he is getting a good deal. It literally increases your key by 2.
It's a really good item, which is why he's willing to buy it for 1,800. If you just sold it to a shop, though, they would only buy it for 900 generally.
Yeah.
So since you
We're
found an
being the
actual
shop.
adventurer, you're doing pretty good. Yeah, you guys are being the shop right now. With the breastplate, you can sell that base for times for 907 gold and 5 silver. You can roll persuasion to see if you increase that, but right now you're just selling it to a shop. So you're not going to be able to get anywhere near 100% value, but you can boost it above what it's currently at.
oh my god.
Okay.
Like, okay, I like to imagine like Tal is doing
My
this, but
natural
like
one, dear God.
oh my god! Alright.
Saul's in the background, his arms crossed, like nodding. Yes, yes.
Yes, my young Padawan.
All right, you're able to sell the breastplate for 1,155 gold.
Like I feel like at this point, Tal just used this guy's self and put on a business suit.
Probably. All right. For the Pariah Shield, your gossip on that was a 19. All right. You're able to find a buyer. Seems like they're looking to replace their current shield. They're willing to trade in their current shield with the new Pariah Shield. Their shield it does seem to be magical, but it doesn't seem to be particularly potent of an enchantment. They're also willing to just buy the shield, and if that's the way you want to go for it.
I look at Saul. Do you want to look at the shield?
My phone.
Hmm.
Yeah, what is the shield he wants to trade? It might not be as potent, but it might have a good
My goodness.
ability.
I'm bringing it up right now. 1 second. I was being distracted by phone.
I'll tell this to Sal, or Sal would be aware, selling the items because how much expensive was the ship?
The
since you're getting a
only
lot of money.
reason he'd ever take the shield is if he thought that we could then, do it again. Then sell his shield for more than the difference.
Alright, so his shield appears to be a basic shield like the one you're trying to sell right now, the Pariah Shield. But it does appear to be carrying symbologies of wind and gusts of air. You can roll me an Arcana check to determine more about the item.
I don't have Arcana.
I feel like it's
But
got
it's-
wind wall on it.
14.
Yeah, it's not enough to know what it does.
Yeah, I got
Go
no
to your
fucking clue what it
captain.
does.
You do not know what the shield does.
Well, to bring it
Also-
to the captain, we have to, buy it.
It's true.
Captain's orders were to sell, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's get the money.
Yeah, let's get the money.
Just the money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me ask one question.
Mhm.
What does gust of wind do for sailing the ship?
A gust of wind would ensure that you guys can move at least your minimum speed if you're in a dead air pocket. assuming you can keep concentration of the spell for the duration of travel.
Let me ask him what the shield does. I feel like
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
I was thinking.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna ask him.
I was thinking, why are you not just asking?
Oh,
What's it
well, this here shield's an arrow catching shield. You know, it helps you deflect incoming projectiles from at range. Out of character, it gives you +2 AC against range attacks while you wield the shield, in addition to the standard +2 that shields provide. It is an enhancement bonus. It doesn't stack with other enhancement bonuses of shields. In addition, whenever an attacker makes a ranged attack against a target within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to become the target of the attack instead.
Oh,
I mean, it's similar.
It is similar.
Yep.
Actually, it is similar, just a little bit weaker. Huh?
Yeah, I see why the guy was trying to upgrade.
yeah. I mean, we're selling money.
All right. For the selling, since you're just wanting the flat money, you had a 19 in your gossip. So this guy is willing to buy it for 1,050 flat, and as normal, you can roll persuasion to try to boost that.
Strength plus 3. Why not? Persuasion.
Boost.
Oh.
Boost.
All right, let's see. Would you like to spend Destiny?
Uh,
I don't think it's worth it. I already spent Destiny.
yeah.
Okay.
You're probably not gonna get that much more.
Yeah, so we'll just
It's no
Continue.
change then. 1,050 for it.
yeah.
All right, and then the Charm of Countersong. You had a natural 20 on that one. You would find a bard who is very much interested in this item, and they would
this-
buy it for 300 gold.
Oh, it's all right. Since he's not interested, would I get advantage on the persuasion?
I'd give it to you, yeah.
Thank you.
Fucking oversell this shit. Make him
Yeah.
fucking double.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Oh,
He got.
I almost
the
rolled a
bar
natural 20
got
myself.
choked.
All right.
I just outcharmed the bard. Hell yeah.
You'll buy it for 400 gold.
Let's go.
This bard is just like, I want counter song to be useful, please.
All right, so you eventually managed to talk the bard into buying the charm for a bit more than it's actually worth, and he seems pretty happy about it. He's happy about his item. He doesn't know it's actually worth less, but it's fine. And you have netted what is listed in general chat. Do post those into loser's log, so for confirmation of your purchases and your sellings.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There you go, as your sellings and stuff. Now you're wanting to do your work in the tavern after that, which we already rolled for, so that's good. Saul, your downtime.
Ah, wonderful. Yeah, so, you know. Yeah, at the end of the day, Saul's basically a grunt. So, you know, bodyguard, muscle, or just gonna go in the fight pits, and honestly, beat people up because his self-esteem is at a rock bottom, as to run from fights. Ugh.
All right. So for you can give me an athletics or a martial check. Or tactics is the new name for it.
We will do athletics. We're level 4. Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Pepperoni, would you like to spend Destiny?
no, I accept my forfeit.
All right. So, obviously, Fluvius made a crap ton of coin. I don't need to worry about getting you your downtime earnings.
I mean, I made a profit.
You made profit, yeah. For Essie, for your downtime, your research. What do you want to research?
Yeah. I want to attempt to research in whatever way I can, I guess. I guess like at least one of her captors, but I mean, I don't know if you have fleshed out any of the ones in my backstory, or if you have any other like ideas of it. But if I could, there's the one of her name, Captain Goldheart, who the lover of gold, who was one of her main captors.
All right, all right.
And she would want to look up if he's still active. Attempt to look into things. I should say that she's really slow at reading, but
Well, I need you to give me a history check.
Alright, watch this. So I'm gonna guidance. I'm gonna slave, and I'm gonna get this. Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Hey.
17. All right. And you're spending essentially 2 hours of downtime each day for the 2 week?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I imagine that, like, I don't know if we'll work on the weekends or not as well, or like how this is.
No, you'd have
how
a bit
what
more
really
time.
worked in
Yeah.
it.
You'd have a bit more time than just the 2. But throughout your downtime, beyond your working job at the tavern, you would be looking into trying to read up on any notes about this particular individual. With a 17, unfortunately, doesn't seem to have a lot of information on him, at least written in this port. You could attempt to use half of your remaining downtime to gossip about him, but that would be the only other option at this point in time with your current role.
Unfortunately, gossiping is quite hard as a.
It's true. It's true.
Language. I mean, cannot be like, yeah. So it's about to be like, cannot be gossiping while doing the waiter's job, but then again, like, it's just random ringing that like no one understands.
It's true. It's true. It's a cursed existence, truly.
Am I able to attempt some like a D100 or something to see if I like try to mention it every single time I serve someone in the off chance they just so happen to.
I will give you a D100 for that.
Just so happen to.
If I roll high or low for good.
Let's go for high.
If I roll high, then I'll give you a gossip chance. Yeah, look at that. All right, you can roll me gossip.
Pretty high. What's gossip again?
Gossip is the highest of your intelligence or charisma.
Okay.
And the macro should likely set that forward.
Oh, wait, is it not?
Oh,
Wait, is it in skill check? Is it?
All of you get, well,
Oh, it is,
all of
okay.
you except for Alcatraz get 48 gold and 9 silver pieces.
I don't know if it's counting as an extra day, but just in case.
Okay, don't forget that you spend 1,000 of your 3,000.
Oh yeah, I know. I will get to
Wait,
that.
How much do we get? Oh, there it is.
8 GP and 9.
Oh no, okay, that's okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, unfortunately, everyone's crew is entitled to those magic items.
Yep.
I mean that's good. I'm all for it. Plus, most of the good gear is we find it.
I mean, most of, we keep the good gear anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. As long as the ship has money, we have money, so it's not.
Mhm. So your 26 is on who again?
So it's in my backstory. There's a character called Captain Goldheart.
Mhm.
What
Is
the
that your
fuck?
papa?
Huh?
What was that?
Oh, I said, is that your papa?
Oh no. So I mean, like, there's a couple of characters in her backstory. There's like Woody the Weasel, for example, who first found her. But Captain Goldheart's the one who bought her for the most and kind of cherished her the most, but also is kind of like probably the cruelest. So he's the one who sort of sort of damaged her wings, which is why she struggles to fly as fast as other fairies.
Mhm.
And sort of coated her in gold and all this other stuff. And that's why she wears good loads of gold and has interest in gold. Yeah. So I know, like asking for details on a character that I guess in my thing is like a bit weird.
All right,
But
as
if
you
if
are,
there's anything like else that
as every now and
you could
then
even- yeah.
you are ringing around in the tavern, serving people, just casually mentioning Captain Goldheart. Eventually, you would get a particular elvish fellow who would hear you mention this name in Sylvan with your bell ring and would look towards you. Oh, Captain Goldheart, I've heard of him. To you.
Wait, sorry, what did he say at the end there?
Oh, Captain Goldheart, I've heard of him. What's it to you?
I shouldn't expect this to happen.
I didn't think I'd get this
You,
far.
you didn't expect that someone would answer the.
Well, I mean, it was like a very tiny chance. All right.
You rolled
so-
26.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Can I like insight this guy to like see like in what way he might like
Sure.
Is this like a friend or like an acquaintance or like is it like
You can roll.
he's gonna squint?
He doesn't seem to hold any particular allegiances to this man. He seems to be of someone who just has heard of him. Or maybe has heard of him and maybe a bit more beyond that, but he's definitely heard of him.
Right. She'll say in a voice that I'm just making up right now. I'm really tempted to do my really stupid voice, but like I'm still gonna okay. He used to be my captain, and I would like to find him and know if he's okay. He still might have something of mine.
Well, from what I gathered, Captain Goldheart, he's still sailing the seas here, but a bit more of a tricky one, that. You get what I mean? He was quite flashy back in the day, but nowadays he doesn't tend to go towards any of the major ports. Tends to keep to his own private area. Private hunting ground, so to speak. Most of us boys think that he's got some form of island out that way where he stores up his treasure. Bit paranoid in the head. Doesn't want to lose that vast fortune he's gathered up in his heyday. Ask me. He ain't been sailing out towards any of the major ports as he's too worried about people taking the opportunity of it being unguarded. So if you ever be sailing out towards the western edge, the Stormlands, well, might be around there.
Okay. That's surprisingly helpful. Thank you.
Won't mention it. Always
How
wondered
can I
what
help
happened to that fairy of his. Seems he got away.
Oh, that isn't me.
Roll deception.
That must be some other fairy.
Must be some other fairy who's in a golden dress. I mean, would you like to spend destiny?
No, I know.
Okay.
It's just funny, you like meekly saying, no, not me. Whatever you say.
No matter.
Look, if it
Yes,
Well,
it is me, but wait, it's not like it matters, does it? Not his anymore.
to do that,
I'm
to do
someone
that
else's
indeed.
now. In
Yes.
fact, we put out the word. Captain Jackie Blackheart, the greatest captain over land and over seas.
We
Making
should.
a name for undeath and new life.
We should remember that name.
Mm-hmm.
Right then.
Remember it well.
Okay. I think SA has a type. It's someone that has heart in their last name. What type?
Yeah.
Hey, I came up with a name before you came up with your name, okay?
That's fair.
No,
Sure.
You took so long on your name.
Well then, I think for now just a shot of rum. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
like to eat after that, but just whatever's on the house's special for the evening. And that'd be the gossip.
Okay, she goes off and does that.
All right.
I
And
would like to go shopping.
yeah.
Or rather, I need to commission myself. And I'm wondering if there's anyone, like a tailor. I need to get a superior hat
Mm.
and like superior boots.
You wanting a waterproof superior hat?
Yep.
That's fair. That's fair. You don't want that feather to poof down to sadness.
I will tell you, we haven't actually sold. I haven't sold the gems, so want to be a little more fancy.
Again, remember the $900 gem.
Oh
is
right,
not-
yeah.
Outside the $900 gem,
Just,
I haven't.
just
I
make
haven't
sure.
sold the
Just
other
making
gems.
sure. Just making sure.
Well,
Because
yes.
Jack took it.
it's true. In terms of downtime coinage gain, for those who are working, SE, you did majority of your downtime working on just a job. So, just go and grab you that. I'm just going to go list people. So,
5 silver pieces. Well done.
I'm now professional waitress.
And I'm the cook.
You
Well,
would,
like how
I don't know
you
why I
like
needed to
cook
math
tiny
that.
meals so I
I'm
can carry
banana. You would gain 7 gold for your
Yes.
2 weeks of work, essentially.
You see, maybe it was gonna be more worth it for me to find someone to like sell my tears to.
I mean,
but maybe,
hold
maybe
on.
that's like
That-
in the future. Hmm?
That's 7 gold with food and drink and everything, right?
I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
about your tip. I did say you were given a tip too. You would gain a total of 9 gold.
Nice.
All right,
Now,
and
imagine how much gold you could have instead gained if you just spent your 2 weeks constantly scamming people.
Well, I mean, so how much is how much is a potion of flying in this world?
it's definitely more than 7 gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
SA realizing, SA begins to cry,
Oh, look, she
thinking
has
over
to-
the horrible working conditions of the mob.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like she has to like pull herself through,
Yeah.
like.
A
Yeah,
potion of
wait.
flying is. So keep in mind that I haven't updated this book with the new consumable prices, so that is a lot more than what it actually is. But a potion of flying, as it stands right now, until I output the new book, is 2,007 gold.
Well, maybe we should
Oh,
have.
goddamn.
Maybe we should be.
They do come in
Okay.
batches of 2, so if you want to sell 2 of them, they're cheaper in bulk. They're about 2,757 gold if you buy 2 of them. Because
Yeah, I
whenever
mean,
you
this is more for, like,
build a potion
like,
of flying,
Mm.
you're building 2 potions essentially, and people.
Wait, wait. What do you mean about making 2 potions?
Yeah, whenever you make a potion of flying, since they are of a very rare reagent, essentially, which is what you're doing.
Well, I mean, like, well, that's up to you. But
Yeah,
like,
no. For yours, you only make 1. But for like the
It takes, like,
actual
60
potion of
years
flying,
to-
the way that people use them normally, the way that
Yeah.
people make it normally, they come in batches of 2.
Yeah.
Which is why people tend to sell the first one for market value and the second one, if they buy it at the same time, for a quarter market value.
Well, I mean, maybe Essie crying and pulling herself through that is going to be a thought for another time because I mean, that's still quite like the thing to take on, even if it is a lot of money.
I mean-
as they already felt the torture that is like being a wait staff, and let's be real, that's
It's true.
awful.
Hey,
It's
she
true.
wanted to try being normal, okay? Like, she's never had a normal
Look,
life.
you
She's
made
never tried a
net
normal
9
life.
gold, so it's good. It's
Yeah.
fine. And then Fluvia obviously made their 3,000 and some bracers. Captain Jackie, you were doing your research, so no actual coin gain there. In fact, you lost coin. For Tal, you were doing chef work for that time.
Yep.
So let me go grab you yours.
I
You're
mean,
gonna get more than me
valuable
somehow.
knowledge.
I technically Tao made like off of spending a bit of downtime on the selling properly.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
So
Some
technically,
1,200 extra.
well, no, he made 49 gold then.
No, he made that money extra, but like the net money going into the pot, like he made for
So
the crew.
you would make 3 gold and 5 silver over your 1 week of downtime, since you used
So that-
another week to buy stuff.
so that 3 gold and 5 silver is gonna go back to the tavern because he's gonna spend it on booze and wenches.
Okay.
So he made a net 0 on the work money.
Mhm.
Easy.
Now, for the more complicated one, Saul, did you bet on yourself in any of these fights?
Were I to actually be playing out the fights, I'd be more inclined to.
Oh god, I should have paid attention to
And
that.
were this a good day? No.
Okay.
Saul is depressed and he just wants to punch things.
Gotcha. Okay.
Next time, I'm gonna hype him up.
In that
We're gonna be
regard,
second.
for your downtime, you would net a total of 35 gold.
That's why you should join me in the fight pits.
All right.
Do the adventurer's life. This gold. Yes, I want to buy 3 superior crafted items, like the gear type.
Yeah.
There's still 150 additional cost there. Just
Sure.
spend all my money on it.
Oh, we're spending money, huh?
So what are you wanting to get superior specifically?
I want a superior hat of waterproof and decorative too. And I want superior boots of waterproof and comfortable too. And I want a superior statuette of a carving of a ship fighting the sea serpent.
All right.
And I want to get it the
Commemorative.
historic and inspiring too.
All right. Very good, very good. So, with all of these, obviously it'll take some time to do those. Assumedly, you'll be doing these purchases at the beginning of your downtime, so by the time your downtime is done, they will be done. Overall, for the hat, you're looking at about 152 gold. For the statuette, you're looking at about 160 gold. And for the boots, you're looking at about 155.
That is within my ability.
All right. Essentially, +2, +5, +10.
Mhm.
All right. But other than that, that seems to be your downtime setup. Says 2 weeks do
I
pass, no problem.
Do
And yes,
also have thing I want. So besides, obviously having to spend a third of my gains on raw materials,
Mhm.
I have some leftover money, and I am still. My heart is broken over the fact that I couldn't afford a bag of holding with my starting gold.
would you like
And
a
I
5
still
bag
want
holding?
one, goddammit. Yes, I want a bag of holding.
All right. I believe I have a bag of holding just on the equipment guide, so let me see if I can grab that and just not find it elsewhere. I'm a
We
banana.
have one in Item Lab. That's the Type 1.
I just want to buy another Type 1 then.
I mean, depends. Are there bigger ones?
There are bigger ones, yeah.
Or let me rephrase it. Are the bigger ones available?
I see. There would be a Type 2 available. I would have to roll for a Type 3.
How? Let me just roll first if it's exists. Let's just roll.
All right, high or low?
When everyone's gone high, I'm going low.
Low is good.
Easy.
All right.
Hold it.
a bag of holding type 1 has, 500 pounds, 64 cubic feet of carrying capacity, and weighs 15 pounds. And the diameter of the bag opening is 2 feet in diameter. So you can fit anything that can fit in a 2-foot diameter into the bag. Bag of holding type 2 is 1,000 pounds, 128 cubic feet, weighs 20 pounds, and then has the same 2-foot diameter opening. The type 3 bag is 1,500 pounds, another 500 pounds, is 100 and... I can't math right now, 192 cubic feet, weighs 25 pounds, and has a 3-foot diameter opening.
Ooh. And how expensive?
So for that one, let me just go and pop that into this real quick. That previous one was rare, so this one should be a very rare, I believe.
Alcatraz, you're doing this all wrong. What you should be doing is taking your 2000, fix our ship, and then tell us, so long, suckers, and go retire some
What the fuck?
NC island.
I could do that, but
No!
I do kind of aim to join this campaign with this character,
Look,
It's true.
the floof. We get floof.
Yeah,
That'd
So,
be so
um,
funny if you make this character just to fix our ship and do that shit, and then you change character immediately.
It would be a
It
power
would be
move.
hilarious.
Well,
God, that'd
okay.
be a power
move.
As long
We could do
as
that.
your next character is floof.
Look, they're working on the ship, they're getting attached to it, they realize that if they leave us with this ship, it's gonna get fucking destroyed.
Yeah, no, that's literally my reason for joining. I just
We do intend to use the ship as
Like-
a melee weapon.
like when yeah, but like when you leave, I will just be like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let you leave. Yeah, my work is not done here, and if I just let you idiots go off again, you're just gonna wreck this shit, and I can start all over again. And as much as I like money, fuck no.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. Here's the thing I wanted to do. I just remembered. I want to spend 100 gold pieces on spices.
There you go. It's 2,000 gold for the bag. 100 gold pea on spices?
Yeah, so we can flavor our weevils.
2,000, you say, huh?
2,000.
No, 100. 100.
Yeah.
No,
You
for
know,
the bag
that
of
was-
holding, it's 2,000.
Oh, okay.
That is a interesting coincidence.
It isn't. I actually brought it up into the item calculator, price calculator, and it said 2,005, and I was like, let's round down to 2,000.
Like, I do happen to just have 2,000 lying around, and quite frankly, you know what? I have the money. I'm gonna spend the money, and everyone's gonna question me for it. But I want a big bag of holding.
All right.
So, let me just write it all down.
See.
And you're wanting 100 gold of spice?
Yep.
All right. Do you care what kind of spice you're buying?
Well, it has to be like, what's the word? It has to be contained and so it lasts a decent amount. Size-wise, do you mean like big and heavy? Because I can always.
No, I mean what type of, like, are you wanting pepper? Are you wanting cayenne peppers? Are you wanting
I want a
cumin?
variety. I want a variety. Like I have cooking 101, the importance
Okay.
of spices.
That's fair.
So he wants spices that'll help with what we're basically eating.
All right. In that case, consider yourself to have
The Caribbean Special Mixed Spice.
what's the name of this actual brand? Let's call it the new Cathan Special. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of what they would actually call it, but that works for me right now. Which would be a mixture of the traditional salt peppers, red peppers, some of the more fanciful spices such as cardamom and turmeric and coriander. Yeah, there's a bunch of spices, so we don't need to go into detail since you're just spending 100 gold and you're wanting a variety.
Yeah.
But you have acquired 100 pounds of fanciful spice.
Oh, 100 pounds. Hell yeah.
They're not cheap. Let me make sure, because some of them are like silver, some of them are worth gold, and some are worth 2 gold. So for a pound specifically. So on average, it would be about 80 pounds, but it'd be 100 pounds total because of the barrel weights.
Gotcha. Nice.
So you have a decent amount, a very large stockpile of spices.
Hell yeah, that's an investment. That's gonna keep
Yeah.
morale high.
It's not exactly a trade goods stockpile where you can go from this port to another port and sell it for some super profit, but it is enough to get your morale for your ship pretty freaking high.
Yep. Our weevils are gonna be the tastiest.
It's true. All right. Now, is there anything else you guys are wanting to do for downtime?
Yes. How much is a 20-carat onyx?
A 20-carat onyx gem. All right. That is an interesting decision, and I know why you're wanting it.
Yes, because everything necromancy wants that onyx.
It's true. It'd be 30 gold.
Okay. Let's see. So, 30 gold divided.
Oh, right. At some point, Saul will recommend to Jackie that he should look into getting a threatening hat of his own.
He does have a fine leather merchant's cap trimmed. Oh, it's a merchant cap. Fuck that. Nah, we don't have the money for that. We don't have the gold. I'd rather have a proper ship than a fancy hat.
I can't agree with you there. Saul will
Tip his fancy.
Oh,
tip his hat.
Well, you wear your claws on, yeah. I wear it as a ship.
Well, if you want, I could make you a hat. I just need the materials.
Well, there's probably some leftover scales of that thing. Speaking of
the beast,
I wouldn't know.
I do need a survival check to see if you can harvest it.
I don't have survival.
That's for
My
Fluvia.
folklore.
Fluvia, let's go.
Nope. I was kind of hoping you would just forget, because quite frankly, my survival isn't the best.
Well, someone else can roll for it. I just need a roll for it, because if you guys fail, then those materials are wasted. Depending on how bad you fail.
Who has the best survival?
I have +0.
That is-
Nobody has wisdom.
I have +1.
Wait, we got 2 new guys and neither of them have wisdom again.
I mean,
It's true.
what do you
What's
expect me to
wrong
do?
with
I'm a wizard, okay? Look, I already have invested in passive perception. I can't also invest into wisdom.
Yeah, this party's wisdom is the best is 12. Just put it that way.
So has anyone proficiency in survival?
And that's like my 3rd lowest stat. Like that's not even my lowest stat.
Are we bad enough at this that we're reaching the point where we should consider just hiring a specialist?
For a creature of this size and complexity, you probably want to hire a specialist. You don't want to ruin this material.
Yes.
I did want us to hire some fishermen.
Not a fisherman. We're hiring someone that's actually.
No.
No, for
extra.
addition for something else.
Yeah, addition, so we can get some fish.
Like when you guys were seeing those sharks, and like we go fishing, but we don't really have the tools for it.
Tools. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, ship tools. Let's not worry about ship tools for now. I was thinking of doing those things, but for now, I'm just focusing on spending what gold we have on getting the ship, fixed up and upgraded and everything like that. For what you're talking about, we don't need to worry about that right now.
So,
Anyway, yes.
Finding a specialist to cut this thing, that would be a gossip.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna take Essie along. So give me guidance, please.
That's some guy.
She's gonna cross her arms, like.
So, what do you help him find that?
Please?
For advantage and stuff.
Don't say that.
She gives in and then
Yay, okay.
pouts and he gives it to you.
Yay. So that's 20.
Do you want the advantage?
Sure, I'll take it. So that's sort of 3 on it, so let's see if I get better. Oh, 25.
25.
Alright. With 25, looking around port, you would find that there is a particular place in town. I wouldn't quite call it a butcher shop, but it is a place that one could go to butcher a beast. And some of the workers there, they do know of one of the owners who is particularly skilled. A dwarf by the name of Ulagar. Let me just type that out. Ulagar.
Ulagar.
Ulagar, yeah. He could, probably do the job for you.
Nice. I'm gonna go see him.
Malagar?
Yeah.
You know who that is? Looks at Fluvia. She's from this town.
From your knowledge, Ulagar would be one of the local artisan specialists in town. They're definitely one of the local fishermen as well, having sailed the seas as a hunter of sorts. Ulagar, they themselves are specialized in capturing and, working the beasts that they have hunted and turning them into prized possessions for any would-be wealthy individual who can afford his prices.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's definitely one of the best as a job here. There might be someone better, but good luck finding them.
Oh. Well, okay.
I haven't
Alright,
found one yet.
Do you know where his Rayarbas is, Tal?
I could probably find out with my gossip check.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, after Tao went off, he'd probably go there directly.
Oh, alright.
It doesn't take you too long to find a shop. You are pointed in the right direction by the people you talk to, and you would find the slaughterhouse, so to speak, is still within the docks district. It's just kind of further up the river, and from here you would find a rather large warehouse. A bunch of dock workers are moving this way and about, and at the front end you would find that there is in fact a shop labeled. What was your particular label for your shop?
Oh yeah, Estes maybe.
Labeled the Harborman's Knife. Approaching on in, you would find that there is a young, I would say fresh face, but he definitely has a beard, a young dwarven fella, who would kind of look up as you enter, currently padding through some documents and place them down, look on up. Hey, what can I help you with, lad?
Hey, I'm looking for Ulagar.
Ulagar, let's see here. Do you have an appointment or anything like that, or it's a fresh business?
Fresh business, yeah.
Fresh business, right away. What's the purpose of the business? Looking for something to hunt or looking for something to cut down?
Cut down. We got a big Leviathan back next to our ship. And we realize we don't have the expertise or the steady hands to harvest it properly.
Fair enough. All right. Let's see if he is out back. He might be in shop at the moment, but at the moment, and he'll hop down off his stool and make his way into the back. You can see the area itself seems to be chilled from various magical practitioners who are paid to use their cantrips to chill the area.
Ooh.
And you make his way through the slaughterhouse, out of your view, and you kind of be sitting there for about a couple minutes before he returns. But he would return with a old dwarvish fellow, white hair, very long and knotted beard. You can see it's braided in many different ways, and a lot of different beads and metallic clasps are bound throughout it. He does have a large scar over his left eye that has got a gnarly looking eye patch there too. Bit of a wild look to his good eye. And he'd kind of move forward. Yeah. Here you're looking for me there, lad. Leviathan of the sword, yeah?
Aye, I'm Tal Tillado. This is my assistant, Essie. We work for Captain Jackie Blackheart. No doubt you've heard the song, hopefully.
I've heard a few tales, aye.
Aye, the Leviathan we need harvested.
Right.
By our ship.
Well, where be your ship docked at? And we can send some boys over there to collect it. But before that goes on, we can discuss price.
Gotcha. Yeah, we are at Fluvia's dry dock.
Right. No problem there. At least you have taste.
So yeah, so you'll send some boys out. I'll go back and inform our captain then.
Oh, we need to discuss price before I send some boys out to collect it.
Right.
We ain't gonna do work for free.
Of course.
Now, for such a beast, the price will vary depending on what's required, but for Leviathans, or as I hear the tale-tailed serpents of this variety, a harvesting of their particular nature. Since you already have the beast, you don't have to worry about paying me to hunt it down for you. On about 60 gold, maybe more depending on the complexity of the beast.
Oh, 60, sure. Actually, I see. Do you have 30 gold?
Essie hides. She's literally wearing gold. She tries to tell you something, but then realizes you put it in a sword.
I speak Sylvan. I speak so. I'm gonna
Oh, you
change my
speak Sylvan.
voice.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. So she says, in obviously her bell language, we try bargaining it down a little bit.
Sure. Okay, I'll try. Well, actually, I don't want to bargain down that much. Alright. So I can go back to the captain. I can give you 30 now, and then we'll come back for the rest.
Alright. Works for me. Down payments are commonplace. It's what to find. Best be having a conversation with the captain anyways.
Hey, so here you go. In the hands him the 30 gold.
Alright. Take the gold, pocket it, and he'll look over to the dwarf next to him. Aye, follow! Get some boys and head over to our good friend Fluvia's. Aye.
Enough to
Get
go.
away,
then.
get away. Little dwarf will jump off the stool again and run out back, grab some dwarfs, and start making their way out to Fluvia's shop.
Man.
Actually, I like that with this angle. It looks like my character's looking directly at Essie.
It's true.
It's like, oh.
Have you done, Essie? Why are you so bright?
No.
Why
What
do
you
you
mean we
cry,
don't have to
Essie?
go?
Why do you make us fly?
Yeah, it does line up perfectly from that facing. It's just
It's true. All right. But as that is set about, and your ship itself is, well, your beast is being collected. Are you wanting to try to haggle down the price?
I mean, sure, why not? Let's try it out. You know, make some casual conversation.
Mhm.
Tell him a couple of tales. Ask some help from my assistant.
That was guidance.
1d4. Oh wow, 27.
27.
Do this.
Man, going full charisma is great. Oh shit, it matches.
Oh, that +4 though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. All right. With a bit of wheeling and dealing, you are able to manage to cut it down to around 45 to 80 gold, depending on the complexity of what's involved, which will depend on what you guys are actually wanting to harvest from it.
Yeah, and I already paid 30, so that's good.
So you only have to pay 15 more at minimum. All right. But now for the creature itself. The serpent itself does have some options in this regard. Obviously, it has the bones, it has the scales, it has the meat if you want the meat. It also has the options of particular reagents found within it. Just go look at what this creature's reagents are.
Oh, I am interested in that nauseous poison
Mm-hmm.
gas he has. You know, for once you unlock those plague spells.
Am I able to, like, when we're on our way back, am I able to, like, stop by at the magical store shop place that we've been to before.
Yeah.
As well, and see what they have on offer.
You could, yeah.
She'll kind of like shyly ask her new companion to come and help her with actually talking to the people. She says,
Can we stop by that shop and I want to see if there's anything nice inside.
Workman.
Sorry, what?
She like as we're heading back, she'll point out the towards where the magical shop place that we've been to is. I don't know what it's called, but she's gonna kind of point to it and be like,
Are we able to stop by that shop and maybe see what's inside?
Sure, why not? We're not in no rush.
Seems kind of shy about it.
Let's go to the shop.
You
Let's
Translate.
go to the beach. Let's go.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. Da 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 da. Just marking out what you guys can actually get from this, and then you guys can decide what you're wanting to harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this thingamajig.
Alright, that should be accurate in those regards. Then we have the next quality after that, so DC increase, or cost and DC increases, and the last DC cost increase would be, I think it's your heart, right? Heart is the thing that boosts. Two things, okay. So, those are the options that you can acquire from Joshitala. 250 pounds of superior bone, 300 pounds of superior hide, 500 pounds of serpent meat, essentially. That is the baseline that they can harvest with the 45 gold. I don't need to roll, they can just do that. The next check would be Shoshitala's poison gland, as well as 2d6 chilling serpent blood vials that they can harvest from it. Those are superior reagents that they can harvest that I would have to roll for. I probably won't fail, but I do have to roll for them. The cost to get that tier unlocked would bring it from 45 gold to 60 gold.
That's fine.
The final one, the Heart and the Elder's Essence, would bring it from 60 gold to 80 gold. And like with the previous one, I need to roll.
Yeah, that's fine. You can roll for all of those.
Alright.
Do they need guidance? Can we throw essay at them?
Maybe you can throw guidance at him, yeah.
Essay, buff bot, go!
Be useful for once.
What the fuck?
So weird.
How many times can they be useful for once before they're just useful? Hmm?
We should for the meat.
Until they start crying from all the
Well, you need to.
self-loathing I'm causing them.
For
Like
the
the
meat.
only way you can gather my tears is if you yourself or like someone intimidates me. That's the only way that like it mechanically works.
I'm
true.
not doing that. But for the meat, yeah, we can just go. We can cure the meat, and yeah, we're good for rations for a good while.
Alright, I don't need to work on the meat, so I don't need to roll for that. But for the... Alright, rolling for the poison gland. I'm going to do 1d20 plus my bonus of dupe plus my proficiency of dupe. Alright, and then you'll give me a d4. Alright, here is for the poison gland. Poison gland success. I'm going to edit the mark. So, superior believe you're very rare, right? Yeah, very rare. Okay. And then we have the Chilling Serpent Blood, rolling for that. I believe that still hits the DC, but it's a little dicey. Yeah, okay. I can only fail on the these two if I rolled a 1, so we're good. But that one is a very rare as well. Marking that up. We then have the Heart. This is a higher DC. Going down to get that DC so I can easily look at it when I roll. Alright. Heart time. 25. Alright. That is a Masterpiece quality reagent with a, can't type, minor legendary quality. Alright, and then the Eldritch Essence. Rolling for that.
Come on.
26.
Nice.
Alright. That is also harvested successfully. And like the previous one, it is Masterpiece quality, but it is of major legendary type. I don't remember the... Yeah. It's major legendary. So.
Well, I'll tell them. I say I do have enchanter supplies proficiency.
I mean, that is good, but you're gonna need more proficiency to work on items that big.
Yeah, for the enchantress supplies that you have, those do let you do basic enchantments. To do anything that's major, so essentially anything that's of a certain rarity or above, which I believe the minimum that you can do, or the maximum you can do with those would be an enchantment of fine quality, so major uncommon. You would need to have a workshop.
Oh, a full-on.
A full-on workshop. Yeah.
How much would that one of those cost? Asks the ship. Right.
Well, to get a full-on workshop in your ship, you'll need room to have a workshop placed in it. You do have essentially a living, moving home, so there is actually ability to place a workshop in your ship. That's not an issue there. To get one built in that, though, you're looking at thousands of gold. So probably about 5,000, maybe more, depending on the quality of it.
Oh, we don't have the money for that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I will say, the bones that you just acquired, the superior bones, that's a shit ton of money. Like a metric shit ton of money.
Yeah, like if we actually sold those bones, holy fuck.
You guys, those are worth 6,250 gold.
Nah.
The superior hide, that's fair. You're going to want to use it to upgrade your ship, which means you don't have to pay for this to upgrade your ship. The superior hide, in a similar vein, is also worth a lot of money. In that you have 300 pounds of it, and those 300 pounds will sell for 4,500 gold.
Nice.
I think we're just putting that back into making the ship all very pretty.
What we're gonna do is obviously we're gonna put what we can on the ship, and anything left over, we'll consider either making weapons or armor out of them or selling. If there is leftover.
Now, for your knowledge, the reagents that you have listed here, they are body parts of a creature, meaning that they can decay. You can obviously just ritual cast the Gentle Repose. I'm not worried about that. Normally, people do bring with them a bag of holding that can hold these materials, specifically with the Gentle Repose enchantment cast into the bag. So these things will never decay. But
just cast it on the bag itself.
Essentially, you're just going to be casting it once per day, or once per couple days, and it'll be fine. If people do not have a person who can just do that, then they tend to just buy the bag of holding. The bag of holding is what it's called, actually. But yeah,
bag of holding. God, I love that name. It's
yeah.
So stupid.
It is.
Which materials do decay? I just want to know.
The meat, the poison gland, the heart, and the eldritch essence. Or no, sorry, not the eldritch. The heart and the poison gland.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, hear me out. a ship upgrade we should actually consider is like a cold room.
For my
Keep all our
undead.
rations fresh forever, and cold ale, not ale.
Oh.
Imagine.
I'm sorry. You said cold room, and my mind went right away for yes, for my undead.
It's true.
Right, that too. But can we have like a separation?
All right.
Yeah.
But now, since the parts have been harvested and that's all been covered, you can now give me another check for the applications of the bones to enhance the hull of the ship, and these would be a woodcarver's tools check with dexterity.
Am I getting that right? I'm just double checking that I'm not entering wrong stuff. Yeah, it would be. That's not the greatest. I would like to add Destiny if I can.
Sure.
Oh,
Well, I am.
we still have the session's inspiration, right?
It's true.
We do.
Yeah.
No, I will use the inspiration first.
I believe in you.
So that's a
Ooh.
23. I still kind of want to use a Destiny though.
Yeah, go ahead. Fuck it.
I mean, that wasn't very much a question and more just me laying out my thought process, but
All right,
29.
29.
Demand.
And you'd always get the D4 from the
Also,
pets.
D4
guidance.
from
Ringing.
guidance.
I mean, I kind of assume that the work took way too long to apply guidance, but if I can get guidance, I will use guidance.
If they're
Sure.
with you for some of it, then you can apply it.
Alright, is the person who gave me the idiot sticker not only with me, but willing to guide me?
Yeah, it's helping the boat and shit. So.
Alright,
Man,
33.
Dear God,
So
those dice rolls.
You got this, Fluvia.
All right. I mean, the information you were told to go to Fluvia to get your ship fixed up, they weren't lying. She knows her craft, and, well, she has successfully installed the bones of Xochitala to enhance your ship's hull. Your ship was, I believe your ship's a bark, correct? Not a brigantine, a bark?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bark.
Yep, it's a bark.
Alright, copy. I'm just gonna pasta this into your foeman channel. Pasta. The foeman. Xochitala upgrade.
Honestly,
Bone hull.
I'm completely fine of us just like putting so much investment on this specific ship because barks are really, really good.
Oof,
Say
I'm so
that-
glad. I'm
say
so glad to
until
hear
we
that.
sink.
I have
know.
expertise in orcs.
Yeah, barks are. Wow, you are committed. But no, barks are very good. Like, realistically speaking, we could just stick with the ship for the whole campaign. That's how good they are.
Well, I mean, it could be our flagship, you know.
Yeah.
Don't you? You know what?
It really depends on
Don't want to
what
talk about that.
scale
right
we
now.
go and all
Oh,
that.
do you not like having a nice little
Sounds like work, and I have to have a fleet, and then the politics, and then everyone. Like, so look at
Yeah,
me, Admiral Senpai. I don't want to
yeah,
be the Admiral. I want to be Captain.
Alright, so from the earlier, really finely placed upgrade, so not the bone upgrade, but the just repairs that you did that boosted your HP. Your ship boosted from 320 to 340 max HP, which also boosts your mast's HP as well, but we don't need to go into that until later. With the hull upgrade from the bones, it went from 340 to 500. Your mast HP is now 125. In addition to the HP increase from your bone hull upgrade, your damage threshold increased from 13 to 15.
Nice.
And there is your new stat sheet, your bark.
Ooh. Yeah, throw in Item Lab and unpin the stat sheets from there, and unpin the new one.
I put in an item lab? Oh, yes I did. Alright,
No, I put in Item Lab.
I see.
Because you put it in general, I was like, we need a place for it.
Pin.
Technically, it is an item that we have.
It's true. And I'll pin it in here as well, just so it's in both places. All right, there is your ship upgrade. Now, for my purposes, what is your intention going forward for next session?
Actually do a fucking raid?
Yeah, this. I mean, we do have that pirate. Didn't we find that treasure?
We're doing a
treasure
raid.
map?
The
We're
trip
doing
is
a
not
raid.
going anywhere. We're doing a goddamn raid. Damn
We're
it.
doing
All
a
right.
raid.
So
And
for,
then you know what's
Once-
gonna. And then you know what's gonna happen. We're gonna end up in the location for the treasure.
so for my purposes, I don't
no.
need to prep a lot because I already prepped a raid.
Yeah,
Nice.
I will probably do some prep though, because I do want to see if I can't update the naval rules to have the new positions by that time. So hopefully I can get that. If I can't, then it's unfortunate, but hopefully I can.
And what I will say, if we somehow get the raid done quickly, which I doubt,
Mhm.
what would our next thing be if the raid didn't give us another plot hook? Which
The treasure. We do have a treasure map.
would we want to go to the treasure map right afterwards?
You also go for vengeance
or-
later.
Yeah, or we might get level 5 and then we just
Yeah.
go vengeance.
that's
You know, I'm sure we got level 5 just off of this crafting session, right?
No.
That gave us 8 HP.
No.
Everyone is gonna be really confused when Tal suddenly goes in the water and knows how to swim and breathe underwater. But he's still looking like a human.
I mean, I don't know what would be confused. I mean, it's world of magic. I'm literally an undead, and we have a fucking
Your group's weird. It's
cow person.
I knew you were gonna fucking say the cow. We have a fucking fairy. You focus on the cow.
I was thinking, should I mention Barry? No, but the cow person is more hilarious.
fine. Oh, there you go.
And now we got a floof.
It's true. They're great. Look at that
Good,
face.
Look at that face. Oh yeah, Bloody Joe is back. Fucking finally.
Excellent. Oh yeah,
As-
they would have arrived day 1. Yeah.
Oh.
So your familiar has returned.
Bloody Joe hates floos.
What?
Well, bird and cat. It makes sense. I will
What
say that there are
birds?
some birds that do like cats, and they have good
I mean-
friendships.
I mean, it's a cat moth. The poor bird is confused. Is this food or is this
Look.
prey or predator?
That's fair.
It is a very vicious predator.
Anyways, I will be closing out the session there. Hope you guys all had fun, and
That was fun.
I'm gonna see if there's someone we can raid.
Yeah.
Oh look, I
We're doing that
have
next week.
That's fun.
some Iron Mouse to raid. Yeah.
Just quickly,
Yes.
how much will it cost to cure all that meat?
Curing all the meat. You have 500
Turn into
pounds.
rations.
Turning into rations. It'll take a couple. It won't take too long, but price wise, it'll be about 10 gold.
All I know is for the first night, I'm cooking meat for the crew.
Anyways,
Fresh meat.
time to raid.
How much is that meat? Are you?
That's what I want to ask. How much meat would it take to feed everyone for that night?